Our band of adventurers, after returning to the city of Exeter, started with a night of winding down involving arm wrestles, gambling, and a drinking contest which went semi-poorly. The next morning, you had all went your separate ways in the city to do various jobs. Nemesis going to figure out just what Gregory was. Delson and Gratian going to do a bit of shopping, and Evelyn and Trofnar going to try and find some brewing potions. Hilarity ensued with at least one of the group, and with the other groups, either nothing much happened, or a revelation was made that Gregory Rona is a revenant, tasked with one single job. After recovering from the day's escapades, you decided to join him on his quest to hunt down whatever it is he's been tasked to destroy, and free him from this curse. As you made your way to the town of Noble's Rest, you found yourselves under attack by a roaming band of goblins and wolves. In the battle that ensued, you ended up losing one of your horses, Cream, who ran off into the forest. Now you return with the sun beginning to set and Noble's Reach within sight. So, you are surrounded by the dead bodies of the goblins and wolves. Evelyn, you bring Brutus back, who is still rather shaken, but is much more calm now. What is it that you all do?
I want to loot the bodies.
All right.
I want to stab them.
Right.
It's actually not a bad idea. It's like, what were they? What was it, like a roving band of bandits or something?
It was...
It was goblins.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
four,
like
it was
goblin
four
bandits.
goblins and 4 wolves. One of the wolves got away.
Okay. I mean, like a goblin band, basically. I knew they were goblins.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Can I roll to try softly in foreigner?
Sure.
I
And Evelyn, you said you wanted to loot the bodies, make an investigation check.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask Gratian if he wants to go see some kind of cream. We'll all do it while we're getting settled in again.
Can I like stab it?
Wait, what are you at? What?
What?
Oh,
I think he went crazy.
I think we're missing
Who's
something here.
laughing?
Why did I get a good roll for crying softly in foreign?
Oh, right, okay.
I'm
He rolled
very
it. He
confused.
asked,
Yeah, I'm confused.
he asked if he wanted to roll for crying softly, and he got a 17.
Oh.
I'm crying softly in foreign.
After
Can
alright.
I check if there's like a camp nearby or something for like the goblins?
Go ahead and make a. So you're looking just for an overall camp, yeah?
Yeah,
Make a perception check.
some kind of setup.
In Gratian.
Oh, so you're looking for a place to make camp, is it?
No, just like where they would have been.
Ah, right. Go ahead and make a perception check. Evelyn, you find the swords that the goblins had. They are very small, short swords, and they are heavily worn. Like, they clearly have not made any maintenance. It looks like they're more of a case of they use whatever they steal. You do find 5 copper and a strip of jerky of which you're not sure what it belongs from.
Adding unknown jerky to there, and is it okay if I do a roll to see if I can find where we can make camp?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
No, that's if Gratian could find cream.
Oh,
Peach,
wait, yeah.
looking about at the top of this slight hill, there is nothing that would indicate where their camp would be. You get the feeling that they might have been following you for quite a while at this rate.
Okay. Especially since I rolled so shitty on perception before.
I mean, again, you all were terrible with your perception the entire way through, so
Yeah.
it could have been any point from when you left Exeter to here. Evelyn, you do see a small clump of trees kind of making a slight horseshoe shape that would be sufficient enough cover for you and the horses.
The horse.
Well, Gregory's still got his horse.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does have his own horse.
I guess I'm gonna go with the
How did I
cream.
forget that?
Yeah, I think Gratian's good. And yeah.
Can I stab one of the goblins' bodies before I go?
You just stab into one of the goblins. It doesn't react. It is very much dead.
What time is it at this point?
The sun is beginning to set, so it's coming up to. So it's around the early evening at this point.
Can I have a look and see if I can find any cream tracks?
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah, at
Survival
least
check.
I'm actually half decent survival, I think.
Okay.
Shouldn't we have the ranger do that, though?
Yeah, Grayson. Have
Can I do
I think Blazel's been trying to ask because I asked him to.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it'd be an advantage, though, would it?
It won't give an advantage. No, it's fine.
sorry, I guess it was still on from last session. Sorry about that.
It's fine because go by the first roll. You do see some tracks. You do see some dug up dirt from Cream just absolutely bucking it. You also see the drag trail of when Delson tried to restrain Cream.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's trying to hide. As long as you don't roll like a nat 1, I'm at least think you can figure out which way it went.
So you do have a trail. It is heading to the southwest.
I'll head towards the trail.
All right, go ahead and make another survival check.
Find the horse.
I'll follow him. It's
Oh,
dangerous to go alone out there.
Yeah. I will stay with camp.
11. Okay.
Not a good card spread.
So you follow the trail. It seems to be relatively easy because obviously in a blind panic, Cream was obviously galloping at quite a rate. But you do see after following it for about 10 or so minutes that the trail starts to vanish slightly as it appears that Cream had slowed down. Go ahead and make another survival check.
Oh, there's.
Oh no.
14, okay. You're able to follow the trail, and you follow it for another 15 minutes until you... And at this point it goes into a small bit of woodland.
Is anyone with? Is the whole party there?
I assume
Or just
Delson's
me?
with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm following.
Did
It's
Trofner
dangerous to
you?
go alone out there.
Wouldn't I be with them too because I'm tracking the horse as well?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
so
three.
we'll say that you three are there.
Okay.
I think the rest of us are at camp, like making sure
Yeah.
we are settled in.
Yeah, the rest of you are setting up camp currently.
Okay, what do you two think?
What was
It's
that
fine. You
question?
got a spellcaster, a ranger, and a melee. That's all you need.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Pretty much.
Perfect balance of all things should be.
you guys are on the edge of this woodland. The trail goes into it. What is that you're gonna do?
Can I see anything through the trees?
Make a perception check.
Wait.
How dense is the woodland?
Yeah.
It's not super dense. Like if you look at a certain angle, you can see the other side of it, but it does get a bit dense further in. Trofnar,
No, what is it?
you looking about carefully, you see you think you see a light horse's mane moving about in the forest.
Okay. I call out Cream's name and see if it responds.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh boy.
With disadvantage because you never trained Cream to answer to her name.
Nice.
Jeez.
Although,
That was your
Although-
right. You're right, on disadvantage.
I got disadvantage, got a natural 1 and an 18. No, a natural 21 and a natural 20 and an 18.
It's the power of Trothnar's liver. I tell ya.
So as you call out, you see
When I'm drunk, I'm close to a beast in a
you
man.
see this horse start to head towards you. Before it comes out of the forest entirely, two figures come out first. It is a gnome and a dwarf. And you can see they're both wearing sort of what looks almost like as if they'd taken the bark off a tree and fashioned it into armor.
Also, I was thinking like pair of druids. Sounds like.
Wait, can I try to infer if
Yeah.
they live in the forest?
Perception, maybe?
Be more of an intelligence thing.
Okay.
Let's hope
Can I
that's
look
not
for
a
anything
device.
worth stealing off them?
Did you just ask me one of them mug them?
No, just like a pickpocket.
You're
Around that.
not too sure. It could be that there might have been bandits that have been here for a while. They could be druids. You're not too sure.
I think we found.
Alright, let's go. Hey, well met friends, I see you found a horse there. Cheers.
The dwarf just looks at you with a wary glance and looks back to the horse and just back to you before going. Well met, what do you want with this horse?
Is that cream?
Well,
We're looking for.
when I heard one of... Well, when it goes by the name Cream, it's what you lot apparently call them.
Can we get a
Of
closer look
animals.
at
We see
Oh my
its name is
god!
not cream.
Guys, oh my god, they're hippies.
But druids are kind of sometimes. Yeah.
The gnome, which you can see is female. The female gnome just kind of just crosses her arms and looks at you and says, "Your horse is rather injured. What is it that happened
I know.
to it?"
We got ambushed by goblins riding wolves.
Damn, dude.
She got injured, and I did my best to save her because she got hurt. She was mortally injured by them. After
We
I
have more than
killed her, she ran off from fear.
Fine.
Just kind of
I think
looks
it'd be
back
funny
at
if they.
you watch as the gnome just turns around, looks back at Cream, and just like gently places a hand on Cream's snout. She mutters an incantation, and begins speaking in a language none of you understand. The
It's not like
dwarf
horse.
you don't know. The dwarf just like keeps waringly looking at the three of you before the gnome just like puts a hand off Cream's basically her face and just slowly moves her towards you lot before handing the reins.
we have to pay you for that.
I want to put my hand on Cream and cure wounds.
Okay,
Or
go ahead.
That's cute.
God, Cream really let us have go according to that picture. Yeah, I was drawing that.
Can I ask the name if we have to pay her for that?
That's a nice heal.
come on,
1d8.
The gnome just kind of like crosses her arms again and says, "The only payment is that you look after that one."
I will. Come on, Cream. I'm going to give you all the food that I can find for you.
The druids
Do
have
I-
found the promised one. The
Yeah.
promised horse.
Do I
Yeah, like-
recognize them?
Which one? Which one of the druids?
Well, just saying how it's strange that, two very mountainous folk would both end up being druids, quite peculiar. And do I know of any histories of, dwarves going, naturalist, so to speak?
I mean, there's no need to do an intelligence check for this. Yeah, there are some dwarfs that kind of... It's one of those things where it's like, even though there's a place which you're known for, it might not appeal to you. It's kind of... Like, it's essentially the weirdo of the group kind of deal. But where it's like, they find the woods and such more interesting than the stone.
It's also
Your
possibly
turn to ask him why he became a druid, if you'd like.
It could have just
Yeah,
been,
go on, I'll ask them.
maybe it wasn't raised by dwarves. That's always a thing.
Well, to be honest, friend, I wasn't born in the mountain like most of my kin. I was born in the cities, in the towns. Noble's Rest is where I came from, so I found more appeal with... He just kind of beckons the area around him. To this, than the stone and the darkness of the mountains.
And what is your story? And I'll just point at the gnome.
I just belong to a tribe of druids and just followed on after him.
So this is a tribe?
Yeah, we've kind of taken a break from the tribe.
Oh, I understand then.
I mean, it's just like you lot, leaving your towns and such to go to other places. It's just, going on a trip, basically.
We understand. A pilgrimage.
Yeah.
So what are you lot doing out here anyway?
Just enjoying the scenery, that's all.
Insight checks. If they're after doing anything, they're
Make an
lying
insight
or
check.
being, suspicious or shady or.
I will fully believe them.
Okay.
I trust.
What do you roll?
Rolled on
Why
11.
do I keep?
Difficult to read.
Yeah.
It's fine, I can always tell whether or not it's the case or not. But
Yeah,
yeah, kind of difficult to read.
I want to do an insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check. 15.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna con a
Well, maybe because it's a
So
Crit.
because of how high that is, I'm obviously obligated to privately message that kind of stuff. So I'll just quickly privately message that.
15 is high.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay?
I mean, it's in the the highest quarter. Yeah.
I suppose.
There we go. And obviously with the whispers and such, it's your choice whether you disclose it or not. Okay, so
Now knowing that they're just like covered in bark, all I can think of is they're just like Bender from that one episode of Futurama where he downgrades.
whatever works for you, man.
I will spread our peaceful ways by force. Yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys do now then?
Okay, Tristan bonded up.
Okay, so whoever can actually reach up to the reins of the horse, can you please help guide that?
It's like you're too short.
That would be Delson.
Yeah.
And that would be Delson and Gratian. They're tall enough.
Then yeah.
Can I offer cream?
Is Gratian really that much taller than, Trothner?
I am think 4 foot something, low 4 foot I think.
Oh, yeah, they're both half. For some reason, I was thinking he was a halfling.
I'm 4'3".
Can I offer cream a sugar cube?
All right. You feed her a geography, which she seems to take.
I offer cream some quern right now.
Could it be okay if you send me it on Discord? I don't think I got the whisper.
Well, I sent it on Discord. That's the thing.
Oh, on Discord.
Yes,
I
please.
feel dumb.
Favorite
Oh, there you go. I'm dumb.
Julia.
Yeah, if I send whispers, I send it via the Discord, not via the Roll20, because I can't be asked putting the / whisper stuff.
Exactly.
Plus,
I
it's
got
faster. This way.
real confused.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
what do you mean?
In theory, as long as everything works.
All right.
I'll keep that in the field.
See, 100.
Okay. So, what is it that you are doing then?
Oh, while we're here, can I ask them if they need any supplies that we could offer as thanks?
No, we're fine going by what the land gives us. Thank you.
Can I ask if they've seen anything strange lately?
Well, if you go by strange, you mean, the great ox walking about, but that's probably strange for you folk.
Hmm. All right. Thanks.
That mission up.
Take better care of the horses.
Go.
I will. Come on.
All
I'm gonna give you a nice little bed too, and some blankets.
You didn't buy blankets and stuff that could work for a horse.
We can just stack our stuff together.
I mean, it's gonna be a cold night. You guys are in winter at the moment. But you guys...
I'm guessing like Delsin does what like medieval knights used to do, where they would actually share their tents with their horse.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
This horse is part of the family now.
Right. So, you make your way back to camp. At this point, the rest of the party have been able to get a fire going and have been able to... you guys were able to move Brutus to the side, like you were able to move the cart a little bit. It's sticking out a bit from the ring of trees, but it's still in a spot where you can see it. You're all currently sitting around the campfire as the rest of you, as you see Delson, Gratian, and Trofnar return with Cream.
Good news, everyone.
We found her.
Oh, cool! I got the horse back. Cool.
Yay!
Where did you find her?
There was this tribe of druids. They found her.
Hey, Delson hasn't stopped crying at all.
Oh, I bet you would cry too if your family member just took off after almost dying.
I am that family member most of the time.
Horse.
Well, if a
Well,
family
where-
member was as ugly as a horse, I'd probably cry every day. aye.
Our animals are part of the family.
Yeah, so for some people, your pets can be very valuable members of the family.
As much as
Okay,
I
I
love
get-
horses, they aren't family members.
Well, you're just a princess. You probably
Well,
never had a
excuse me, princess.
Yeah.
Baroness.
Have you ever even had a pet?
Yes. I had quite a few horses.
Did you name any of
Meanwhile,
them?
I'm just.
Yeah, it's almost more like a pet. Of course, I
That's
never had one either. But,
Meanwhile, all we had was, well, there was this dog that kept roaming around our property, and he would, well, help herd things, and we fed him.
Didn't
was a
you live
good
on
boy.
a farm?
Yes.
Don't
He
you
was
have a
a-
ton of animals? Don't they count as pets?
Well, aye, pets that you
No.
exploit and eventually kill for their meat, aye.
farm animals a little different.
Yes.
I do understand how.
A lot of our
agree.
animals did count. Others, though, we don't talk about the chickens.
I don't
Can I
think
just be
everybody really...
staring into the sky, having PTSD Vietnam flashbacks about chicken attacks?
Okay, Charlotte's Web.
I don't think I've had
It's
a...
Legend of Zelda.
Oh my god.
But like, I think the closest I've ever gotten to a pet is like, I think a giant rat, which wouldn't stop leaving me alone for about a couple of weeks.
Rodents of unusual sizes? I don't believe they exist.
I have all the
No,
pets
but
I
of course
need.
they do. They teach the Ninja Turtles, right?
Exactly.
No, out of character, I say this
I said that.
as we got attacked by giant rats earlier.
I have
So,
Gary
in
the
this
gold
campaign.
coin.
So, quick,
Gold coin. I have
quick,
Ganondorf the gold coin.
like, you literally had none of that. You're very muffled. Fair enough. I think, oh god, I think I remember one time when I was younger, like at school, I was known as a bit of a know-it-all, and I managed to convince a bunch of people that there was a legendary Renaissance artist called Girolamo Splinter.
Off
Because it wasn't
topic.
Ninja Turtles.
Off topic. Cool and
I know,
back,
that's quite funny.
back into the D&D world.
Yep.
So, are there rats teaching Ninja Turtles?
You don't know.
Okay, how is
I love
that?
that you said-
How is that not off topic?
So,
Talking about Ninja Turtles.
So at this
Living in New
point-
York City, eating pizza.
at
Oh, none of
this,
that exists as well.
at this point, night has basically started to fall. So, just before you obviously continue with the RP and stuff, who is taking the first watch and who's taking the second watch?
I'll take
I'll take
watch.
first. I'll take second
I'll,
then.
I'll help with first watch too.
Oh,
I guess
I could help with second watch, I guess.
Yay, new
I'm
friend.
going to sleep. I don't watch things. I'm too pretty.
Yeah, she can't see much being so far up her own arse.
Alright.
I'm a grown boy. I need my rest.
Yeah, how much can Trotner see down there then?
Oh my god.
Anyway, if I could ask everybody to quickly make a perception check as well.
First watch?
Righty-ho.
All of us?
Yep.
All of us? Okay.
Oh my god, Nemesis, why?
Perception.
Ooh.
Oh!
I haven't had to roll anything yet. So
I found
You
a
don't get
rock.
to take watch anymore.
Gratian and Evelyn, you actually hear very faintly in the distance, so and Balam as well. The three of you hear faintly in the distance a noise, very distant, but it sounds almost like a war horn, but not really. Gregory, you see, is just head tilt slightly as he hears it, before he just like leans back a bit more.
I found a rock, guys.
Great.
Gregory, do you know what that means?
It's just the Great Ox. Looks like it's near us.
I don't know what the great
Wasn't there a bounty for that animal?
A bounty?
No,
Oh.
there was no bounty.
Wasn't that the one that
No.
we're supposed to avoid?
Yes. We're supposed to say if we see it or whatever. But it looks like
Yeah.
it's already been spotted.
Can we do animal handling on it?
You can
What?
certainly try.
Great.
wanna
Do you
Go get
wait? Oh my god, you want to tame the kaiju?
Let's do this.
I support this.
Gregory just kind of like tilts his head a bit, like in thought,
Tame a bull, help it.
before he says, normally the Great Ox's call is about 10 or so, can be heard from 10 or so miles away.
We should be fine as long as no one goes after it.
All right,
just
all right.
reading through the book on the ox as she's saying this.
So, reading through the book, it goes into detail about these ancient creatures. No one's sure about where they came from, but they have been around for a great many years. Maybe as long as since the Alliance first disbanded. These are essentially large bovines that can grow up to about 50 or 60 feet tall. During the Age of Tyranny, they were often used by the Elven Kingdom as essentially mobile artillery pieces, able to support various forms of catapults and many men. After the Age of Tyranny, they were used far less as the technology for Celestine evolved to the point where they were able to have things like airships. But oftentimes now, these great oxes are sometimes illegally hunted, and when one is spotted, you can usually expect to find some hunters going after it.
Can I read the book of the adventures of this that one guy?
Yes, so
Considering how bad my
you very quickly read a few of the adventures, and you have to do a double take because this has to be fiction. There is no way that this person delved deep into the island of Pterodont post-explosion and was able to extract a rare piece of gold Celestine ore. This has to be a fictional book.
who the fuck even published this?
There is no sign of the publisher. There is just the title.
Dang it! Can I recheck who the name of this person is?
It is. I've actually completely didn't I
Let
write
me
that?
take a peek.
Let
What's
me-
funny is the name?
Let me double check to see if I had written this freaking down in my notes.
Let me roll a history check.
I
to
did
know
not.
it's
God
like-
damn it.
Can I check
Make up some dumb
like,
name.
if, like I know that this story is true or anything? Or have I read this?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know about the Celestine story because this is
Definitely doesn't have
going on to
house
Pterodont, and Pterodont is a death trap.
You don't know that.
I've seen dogs before. My
But
own
Like,
the
it's only awesome ore. I'm a dwarf. We should like that.
eat them.
yes, but you didn't really deal much with Celestine.
Okay, cool.
You
dealt
weren't
more with
special enough.
Underrock mostly dealt with contraptions that use Celestine, but it wasn't like a Celestine mine or anything.
Yeah, true.
And Delson, reading on the front of it, it says The Adventures of Jonathan Mockhold.
Jonathan
Mockhold.
It's a cat.
Well, doesn't sound like a joke name.
That's my dad's name. God's sake.
I don't know how to spell that, but in tribute to
M-O-K-O-L-D. That's
MOK.
O-L-D. M-O-K-O-L-D. Yep, that's the
Wait,
one.
have you guys rolled for the first watch yet?
Not yet.
No.
No, we haven't.
Because you guys are doing your role-playing stuff. Okay, so.
Is now. I don't know who this Jonathan Mockle guy is, but now I want to punch him in the face.
Okay, so. Whoever is doing the first watch, go ahead and roll perception.
Well, I'm helping.
Yeah, because you're... So are you, like, doing your own roll, or are you letting Evelyn roll with advantage? Which one is it?
I'll let her roll with advantage.
Okay, go ahead and roll again, Evelyn.
Hey!
23. As you're about halfway through your first watch, you see a few shadows in the distance. They're about 120 or so feet away from you. It's difficult to tell because, unfortunately, dark vision doesn't go all the way. But you can see there's roughly about 10 people of various sizes heading in the direction of Noble's Reach.
Can I sneak after them?
Can I hold her back?
Hey.
Go ahead and... Okay, if you're going to try and grapple Evelyn and such, I want you both to roll initiative to see who goes first. See if you slip away or see if...
Yeah.
Okay. Evelyn slips away,
Yep.
so if you're trying to sneak up, if you're trying to sneak up on him, then go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage because you've got your scale mail on.
Is that
That's
how that
right.
works?
I alert everyone that Evelyn just snuck away to do something stupid.
That's okay. So you go through the process of waking everyone up. While this is happening, Evelyn, you sneak up along to this group of about 10 people. As you get close, you can see that they're a mixture of humans. You can actually see a halfling walking near the front. The two ones that stand out for you, though, is you see a gnoll on a leash, and at the back, lugging a big contraption, is an ogre. Let's see if they spot you. Look out. No,
I'll
so
be
they
surprised if,
don't
like,
see.
all-
So you get to about 60 feet from
Huh?
them,
Oh.
and they don't seem to see you.
BRB.
I guess he did roll. I did roll some.
As for everyone else, so you are all woken up by Delson just kind of shaking you all and basically indicating that Evelyn's gone off to do Evelyn things.
Just let her die. Let me sleep.
Oh, wow.
No one gives a shit.
By the way, the roll I just made was was rolling on me giving a shit.
Oh my god. She's always doing something stupid. Just leave her be. If she gets eaten by wolves, she gets eaten by
I
wolves.
nearly died in a bar fight because of her. I'm not saving her ass again.
some kind of group. You said they're heading towards Noble's Rest.
Well, I don't think
Oh.
Evelyn ever said anything. She just ran off.
Oh, well, wouldn't I mean, despite the fact that Delson was trying to give her advantage, wouldn't he still recognize what they were doing?
I mean, Evelyn would have indicated that she saw some people and started heading towards him.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought that he told it. I thought Delson was telling us what was going on. Then okay, never mind then.
No, they,
Yes,
she
Evelyn
was
went to do
just-
stupid.
She was
Well,
just
yeah,
saying
but
that
I
Evelyn's
thought he
gone off.
mentioned that that like to me it sounds like maybe it's a raiding party, but if we don't know that, then okay. Also, I guess since I rolled high on giving a crap, I guess I'll get up and help Delson.
Oh, do you have to?
take No, I decided just to go with them and do it.
Yeah, it's your choice if you decide to go with him.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm back.
Is
Nemesis and Dropper
Gregory
apparently
up?
don't want to.
Gregory is kind of up and just... In fact, he's going to make a perception check to see if he sees them. Unfortunately, he's a human, so he has his advantage. Yeah, he doesn't see them.
Oh,
I heard that.
I'll roll it. What's perception? I'll roll it.
Guys, what did I miss?
Nothing, just everyone deciding. You don't see anybody either. You just see that Evelyn is no longer with the party.
That sucks. It sucks because I rolled a natural 20 as well.
Yeah.
But you don't have dark vision, so...
I know. So you said, oh yeah, it's
Fortunately,
human. I don't have
guys.
that. I know that. It's like, sucks.
Mediocre.
Alright, Evelyn, what are you doing? You're still following the party. They're going at a rather leisurely rate. Don't seem to be in any hurry.
I guess I'll walk up and say hello.
Okay, well, one of the worse ideas I'm hearing you
Okay,
do.
so you go up to the one that's furthest in the line, which happens to be the ogre.
It's because they had the change of ogre or something.
And you just speak up and say, "Hello!" And as you do, you hear the ogre go, "Ugh!" and just lash out in fear. He's going to take an attack. He is startled, so he has disadvantage on this.
Just like accidentally whack you in the face, basically.
Yeah, basically. It's like those occasions when you're like scared. That's good because the total for the total for the hit without disadvantage would have been 23, but thankfully I rolled a 3 on the second hit. So it's just like as you do that, you watch as the other like people just like turn around and you hear the sound of weapons being drawn. You see one of the individuals like raise up a staff, and suddenly there's a area of light that appears. Anyone at the camp can make a perception check as well to see if they spot this.
Oh, then.
Just a normal one for everyone.
Yeah, it's because we're detecting light now.
Yeah, because you're just trying to see light in the darkness.
There's perception again. Can't I just take my normal one, the one that's 20? Oh, I rolled 19, that's good enough.
Nemesis, Floriana, Delson, and Gregory, the natural 20, all see the light just spark up as they see 10, as you all can see, about 10 people.
Wait, what?
You see about 10 people just in the distance. One of them you see is a ogre. From the distance you can see at least 5 or 6 of them are about human size, with one a lot smaller. And from where you can see, you can also see Evelyn staring at the ogre.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, you...
I suppose that I will get up.
Gregor gets up as well. He just like looks at his armor, because keep in mind, those of you that are wearing heavier armor, in order to get the long rest, you have to take the armor off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
chainmail heavy armor?
I believe so, yeah.
I remember this one time when I was in a campaign session, and because of how brutal, because we had a brutal DM, they said, okay, I slept in my full armor, and so when we get ambushed, it's like, okay, well, you wake up, but you have exhaustion or something. That's whatever that stat was.
Jesus.
It was just 3.5.
You get
It's like, oh
exhausted
crap.
for sleeping in armor.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, he was
mean,
like he was wearing like plate mail or something
That's
because he was
not
wearing
how
like.
sleeping works, though.
You know what? I am gonna fucking put my armor on, and Evie can get hit again or something. So
Yeah.
I imagine Sergey is a,
Yeah, it
you
does-
guys
it
keep
does-
go. I'll be there in a minute.
It does take a
Yeah.
minute to don heavier armor.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
imagine since we're the middle of the night, none of our spells are back, right?
No, you guys have yet to do that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's fine. I think the only it looks like the only spell I cast was level 3, so I still have most of my slots still.
Eh,
For the record, it takes 5 minutes to get in and out of medium armor.
You want to play Friday the 13th? I think it has to be downloaded.
So I guess do we want to go catch up to
Sure.
Evelyn, and I guess basically everyone not trying to get in armor is not gonna make it in time.
Well, Gregory just looks at his armor, just stands up, takes his sword, and just goes off without his armor on.
Okay, now I'll be following because I don't have armor. I have dragon scale, so it's like I've always had 15 AC.
What does
Can
he
we
look
just-
like without his armor on? Is he quite scary looking?
against
So
against my better judgment, I'll go ahead and.
So without his
Yeah,
armor
but-
on, Gregory still looks very much like a normal human, except a lot more pale. You can see there is some heavy scarring on his arms. You can see his right fist, like on the knuckles, has got like some actually fairly recent scarring on it, it appears.
Is he a book boy?
How'd that happen?
Nemesis knows.
Oh yeah, he punched the temple, didn't he?
I just kind of
Hey,
shoot Delson a glare.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
I just remember that. Yeah.
Okay, I won't pry.
let's mad dash.
While you guys are doing that,
I'm just going to casually walk.
well, while this is happening,
Oh.
Evelyn,
Guess
you have
maybe-
got 10 people, most of which have got their weapons drawn, just staring at you waringly.
I'm not doing anything. Just wanted to say hi.
At this point, the
Both hands up. Not doing anything.
halfling walks forward, just like, just leans back against one of the other humans with his arms curled and just says, "Yeah, and you nearly got hit here by bows.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing?"
I don't know, I just saw you guys moving from a distance, and I was like, oh, I'll go see what they're up to. And here we are.
What we're doing is none of your business.
Well, I mean, I was just curious. I saw the knoll, and I was just like, ooh, those are cute.
The halfling just looks confused before looking back at the knoll.
And I'm
Which
gonna
is-
take out my unknown jerky and give it to the knoll.
So you just take out the jerky, throw it. The people that are watching, like, their weapons, like, get it ready, so you just throw it. And they just watch as it flies over their head before the knoll just, like, jumps up and just eats it in a single gulp.
Oh,
This is
you're
where they
good,
roll an
baby.
insight check to see if she really is crazy as they might be thinking now.
Yep.
She does seem
Yep.
pretty crazy at the moment. Oh yeah.
At this point, the halfling just, like, looks at the knoll as he's just seeing the unknown jerky before just looking back going, right,
What
well,
is the
it's-
unknown jerky now that I got eaten?
It's none of your business, so...
Okay.
well, no, the halfling's saying this to Evelyn. So, what we're doing here is none of your business. We're keeping it as none of your business, and we're just gonna keep moving, okay?
I mean, I could just follow you.
Yeah, I keep saying
Probably no on that one. That's probably gonna be a no.
Well, I mean, I've got 2 legs, I've got 2 arms, I can keep myself moving. One way or another.
The
I'll figure it out.
the answer is no.
Come on.
I
Are we
no.
heading to her by this point?
Yeah.
At this point, those that aren't
Yeah.
donning armor do catch up.
Okay.
Wait, I'm
I
weapon
I have light armor. Does that count as a?
No, you can sleep in light
Thing.
armor. Medium and heavy, that's when it... I mean,
Yeah.
heavy you definitely can't. I'd say... Yeah, I'll say for chainmail, yeah, but it can be a bit uncomfortable.
Do we
But
want to be trying to
scale,
sneaky
it's a
sneak?
little
Do we want to
bit,
try?
like, just because of the edges and such.
Do we want to try and sneak up, or are we just kind of walking?
I'm just going up to, or like I swear to God, Evie!
I'm gonna sneak around.
I guess if you're not gonna be stealthy, I just.
All right, Gratian, go ahead and make a self check then.
I don't trust you, Nate.
I
Yeah.
have heavy armor, so there's really no point in even making a stealth check.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Ooh.
stealth with him then. It's like, okay, never mind then.
Worth a ring.
You guys watch as Gratian kind of like goes off to the side before you hear
trip
just
over.
you hear a thud as his foot hits a rock and he just face plants into the ground. As this happens, like you see some of the others just like turn to look over there. At this point, Delson, that's when you come and yell at Evelyn.
You're gonna yell at it.
Jesus Christ, guys! Can we just not do this? We're just here to retrieve our moron.
While they're talking, can I go over to the knoll and give him a bone?
As you approach,
Not a dog!
They do like the other like these travelers kind of just raise their weapons a bit more, basically as a back off kind of gesture.
Fine, I'll throw it to him.
Everything hurts.
I guess since I'm with them, can I like get an insight check to see like maybe what their what their plans are?
I would say no, just because it's not like a case like you just arrived and it's like, oh, I think I know what these guys are doing. It's like,
It's like, oh, they just want us to leave, and so leave. That's
Yeah.
about all I can get.
yeah,
Okay,
that's all I can
fair
get
enough.
currently. Like these people, like you don't know why they're here, what they're doing. You just know that they're pretty already fed up of this and just want to keep moving.
Fair enough.
Evie, come on already!
Is this one of yours?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, she is.
I'm teaching her to sneak up on people. She nearly got punched in the bleeding face.
Don't pay her no mind. She's the local simpleton. She tags along. We give her a suit of armor. She's happy.
We've been trying to teach her to be civilized and not stupid, but she's been
What?
devolving, okay? It's
Says there was
That
a
is-
knoll. Look at him, he's so cute. I just want to feed him.
you. What even?
I was nearly killed by a knoll a few
Evie.
years ago. Thank you.
Well,
You,
that's not the same knoll that's here now. Look at his little snoot.
you,
He's adorable.
Evie, just
I mean,
come on. You are on watch. Then you abandon everybody.
You were on watch too.
Ah,
There were two
damn.
people.
if you just want to kill her, I mean, that's fine. We'd be perfectly content with that.
Yeah.
I don't want. I
We're
don't wanna
not,
just have her killed.
we're not a killing people kind of group. We're a hunting game kind of group.
What, are you going after the ox?
Going after the what?
Big guy orcs.
Oh, that thing. No.
So
What are you hunting,
you're putting in
then?
all of this heavy weaponry and machinery and ogres and gnolls just to hunt a few wolves. Is that it?
Oh, we're not hunting wolves. No. I mean, we're hunting big
Then what are you
game.
hunting?
Whatever we
Just
can
not that
find
big.
to make us some money.
Big
Can I
game,
do
just
an
not
insight
that
check?
big.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah, I want to do it now too.
I told you one way or another I'd figured out what you're doing.
Yes. This
Uh,
man looks
Difficult to
good.
read.
There it goes.
Very difficult to read.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
For the record, if you guys
Hold
roll
on.
low enough, that is my response. Difficult to read.
Yep.
Look, we need a 10, and no one's rolling even a 10. Oh wait, that's a 15.
Super difficult to read.
For Evelyn, because of that, looks like it looks like they know what they're hunting, but you're not quite sure what.
Is there anything in particular that you're hunting? I already asked that, but I don't think that you heard me.
Just any gain that will get us some cash is all. Hunter's gotta make a living,
Around
you know.
here.
Can I do, what would it be to like, is it like a survival or like a perception check to see like if they have any equipment that like I know for a fact is used in hunting of like a animal?
You don't need to do that because the ogre's not exactly hiding the big fucking cannon with with what looks like a harpoon on it.
Mm.
Okay.
I look at the harpoon and say,
Are you fucking kidding me? What is that?
Are you going whale hunting?
No, no whale hunting. He just likes that weapon.
There's been reports of a shadow drake.
Yeah, we've heard. But we're not exactly going to the Shadow Hills.
Well, you're lost.
A heavily armed group of hunters with a massive fuck off.
Well, they're not like super heavily armed. They're like wearing leathers and they got like swords and bows and such. In terms of like weaponry, the most heavily armed is the ogre with this harpoon cannon thing.
What time of day is it, by the way?
It is night.
What time
Is
of
it
night is it
usual
then?
for an ogre to be
Probably
here?
probably early night. The first watch.
Yeah, it's. I'd say at this point it's maybe about 11 to 12 o'clock.
Really, that sounds kind of late. Oh,
Now,
well,
Nemesis,
whatever.
don't be racist.
What?
What was it that Nemesis said there?
Yeah, I noticed it too.
He said that's
Are
unusual for an
ogres
ogre to
usually
be
like
here.
around here, or like from here?
They're not necessarily from this area, but it's not super uncommon to have them in the area, and it's not super uncommon for them to work with the other races. It's mostly like the runts that
Right.
work with the other races.
Okay.
Jeez, Nemesis, you can't just ask if he's an ogre, Christ.
Does he have layers?
What?
What?
What is layers? This is the ogre speaking.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
They
I
take
guess
count
not.
of their attached around here.
Does he have a
Well-
donkey friend?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Well,
Alright, yeah,
I
just for
guess
ogre.
we should probably be stepping back.
If okay, just someone else, one of the hunters. If a donkey has a child with a dragon, is it a crime against nature?
Well, you see one of the hunters, which is a dragonborn. You notice, just like his face just like crumbles and confused, like I don't.
Like donkeys.
At this point,
Don't mind
at this
Frognar,
point,
he's
the
drunk.
halfling speaks. The
Again.
halfling speaks up and says, "And that's our cue to leave. You're clearly all fucked in the head. All right. Thank you for the shock, but you've made us waste some time, so we're gonna go."
I'm gonna give my single piece of lavender that I have to the ogre. Like, sorry, big guy. Didn't mean to scare you.
The ogre kind of like places down the cannon and just like takes the lantern. It's just like, and it just sniffs it into his nose accidentally. It's like,
I'm just gonna cringe and start going back to the camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk away too.
the
I think
ogre
we're
just
all
like,
going.
wow,
Well,
just
lecturing
wincing.
Evie got her idiocy.
I'm gonna finally stand up and leave.
Okay.
Oh
Is
yeah,
anyone dragging Evelyn back, or
Yeah.
I'm dragging her back.
Can I please like just grapple her and literally like drag her back by her feet?
Strength check versus athletics acrobatics.
Oh,
No,
I'm
it's
just
definitely
going
not.
with that. I'm just waving goodbye.
Evelyn's just
Ah!
gonna let it happen.
No
Okay.
tough shit. I'm gonna put you in a fucking half Nelson if you want to or not.
All right.
Why half Nelson? Go full Nelson.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
letting you take her.
Yep. Yeah. So she lets you just grab her and drag her away.
Like I do not trust her at this point.
None of us do.
You watch as Gregory just watches them go at the same time, because obviously he was there as well. He didn't say anything before just picking up his blade and heading back with you guys.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Well,
everyone.
That was certainly worth me getting crow's feet. I'm going
Okay.
back to bed.
Okay, everyone. We're tying Evelyn up.
Hey.
It's for your own safety. And for our safety too. What?
I mean, they could have been a threat. I could have taken them.
Is there a chance we're gonna go back to Noble's Rest tomorrow and it's gonna be burned to the ground?
She's a cleric too.
Alright.
At this point,
I'm stupid.
Actually, do we have a way to like notify Noble's Rest that if they actually are some kind of group of maybe hunters.
I mean, you've got a scroll of sending. If you know anybody that lives in Noble's Rest, you can use it, but it's a single use.
Yeah.
The innkeeper.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
we didn't get anything from that. We rolled so poorly
Yeah.
that we didn't
Evelyn-
really get anything.
Gregory speaks up, because he did roll high.
Oh.
He speaks up. They won't last the morning.
What are they doing then?
They're going for the ox.
So they are doing that? Do
You
just
don't
think
think
they're
an
just
ogre's gonna carry around a cannon, do you?
He might have just liked it.
I mean,
I've seen.
It wouldn't work for hunting. It wouldn't work for hunting anything but the biggest game there is.
That's a fair point.
It's fine. Judging by their attire, they're not experienced, and the great oxes tend to fight ferociously when cornered.
Have you ever seen a fight?
I may have taken part in one.
Really?
Wait, what? You fought with one of those giant creatures?
It was
You tried to
less of
resurrect it,
us going for it and more us stumbling upon it when it had a young.
How big was the baby?
how many died?
I understand. man.
About 8.
Did you win?
Well, those that remained of our little group were able to get away from it, so more of a
draw?
We'll call it a draw. Lost 8 recruits that thought they could take it.
That must have been, I don't know, not enjoyable.
I mean, I don't have much sympathy for them because we warned them. Going against the Superior's orders, it's unsurprising.
Pride does come before the fall, after
That just
all.
means free loot.
Oh, we didn't do any looting. We left the bodies where they lay.
Oh.
But everyone's a great robber.
As I said, the next time we see them, they'll probably be dead. If they
Exactly.
are going
Ooh.
after the ox.
And
Fair
just
enough.
and I can see just Evie welling up at the idea of it and going like, no, I'm Noel's completely fine. Don't worry.
Especially since he mentioned a baby. I'm just like, no!
Well, it's their suicide.
That it is.
It'll be
Not my problem.
Well, now that little late night distraction is done, he just like places his sword near him and just rolls back in his blanket and goes to sleep again.
I will take this
Did he leave
opportunity.
his armor on?
He
did.
didn't put his armor on.
Okay, great. I have to like undress. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Go over the
Yeah,
process, taking off your armor and everything
yeah.
before you go back to
Peach,
sleep.
Peach, I just love the idea of one of this was happening of you basically going like, yeah, of you basically going like, yeah, I know Evie's skull might be crushed in, but can you see all these fucking straps I have to do up?
That is great.
Are we just gonna change watch, or are we tying Evelyn back up and having Dustin take the first
I mean,
watch again?
at this point, it was nearly the end of the first watch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing second watch, so can I tie up Evelyn and have her literally sat next to me while I'm keeping watch?
I'm going
If
to sleep.
Evelyn lets you.
Can you at least cover me with a blanket?
Sure, she can borrow my she can borrow my bedroll.
I
I'm
have a
going to
blanket
sleep
in
and the
my
horse
bag.
is staying with me.
Just like wrap her in the blanket like a burrito and then tie her up.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna.
So
Okay, yeah, so-
are we
should
actually
I-
legitimately tying her up?
Okay.
You know, You know, I know Evie's gay, but I ship these two.
I think sai đó cũng là wrestler nữa.
Right, so who is taking the watch with Trofnar?
I was.
Alright.
Well.
Two of you make a perception check, or you can give one of you an advantage.
Should I roll with advantage?
Do it.
Probably do the advantage roll. Perception's not that great.
Right.
Wait,
What
would
did my
you do it?
cataract Elven I see? There you go.
Alright.
My
Thank
perception,
God for
perception's higher, but I
advantage.
think I have disadvantage on mine still.
So you go through the second shift. Doesn't appear to be anything that happens.
Oh.
That's when we wake up and a bunch of ninjas are saying hi to us.
Greetings, how are you? No.
Yes.
Hi, Kellen.
Adolescent,
Yeah.
mutated, tortollan robes.
So,
Oh my god! I want it so much. Just everyone wakes up to the sound of rustling and then just greetings, everyone. Do you want tea or coffee?
Hi, Kelamine.
unfortunately,
I have to say
no.
one.
You all wake up. At this point, there is a thin
Oh,
layer of
breakfast.
frost on the ground.
What?
Thin layer of frost on the ground.
Frost? Oh yeah, because it's late.
It's winter.
Yeah, or not winter. It's because it's winter. Yeah.
No!
But,
Have I got
as you-
icicles in my beard?
It seems
no.
like it would be good snow weather, to be
Well,
honest.
I mean, there is a grey sky at this point. You can't see the sun. It's just a light grey sky.
I missed the theory where Gloriana had immunity to ice. That's what I made her though. Upgrade her the last time.
I think it's going to snow soon, which means fun.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
It's kind of. Well, you're
Well,
getting
no.
off track.
You say fun, like you do know that if it does snow, like all the roads are gonna be clogged up and we're gonna be fucking stuck here until it thaws.
And if we're going to the bone swamps, then it's gonna be a bigger pain in the ass than it is already.
Wouldn't
Exactly.
we
It's not
just
fun.
walk on top of swamp? Wouldn't we just walk on top of swamp ice instead of walking in swamp?
I don't
Do
think
swamps
it's cold enough
freeze?
for that.
I don't think.
I
Where's
don't
the
know. I don't actually know anything about swamps. And
Um,
I
No,
think
I
there's
don't
too much
believe
shit
swamps
going on
freeze.
inside of it to freeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
While they're talking about this, I'm just inchworming my way over to the fire because nobody untied me.
Can I intelligence check to see if I know swamps freeze?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Wait,
That's
Evie, you're going
okay.
to get higher?
No, I'm trying to warm up.
Wait, can I see? Can I spot Evie getting away?
Perception check. And swamps do freeze over, but not like the big bodies of water.
Okay.
And even then, just because like it isn't boggy, it can become slippy still because of the ice and everything. So it's
Okay.
basically the same kind of effect, but just much colder.
Trying to fight and everybody has to do dexterity checks every single roll.
I don't think it's even cold enough for it to be iced over. It's only a frost. It's not actually snowing or anything.
Uh-huh. Can I be brushing Train's mane while we're talking?
Alright. And Evelyn, you get up close to the fire and just sort of let yourself warm up a bit.
Yay! Defrosting the burrito.
Alright, so. It's the morning. What is it that you guys are going to do?
Can I look around for herbs? I guess I didn't get a chance to do it last night.
Make a survival check.
Can I get untied and hunt for herbs too?
Gregory eventually does untie you.
Yay.
After he dons his armor and everything, so you can make a survival check.
I'm just gonna like stay by the fire, like shivering. I'm not used to cold.
Can I make everyone breakfast? A proper hearty dwarven breakfast?
You mean with ale and an egg
long- as
in
long as
the
it-
ale?
Well,
As long
basically,
as it
yeah.
doesn't have like literally like 90% alcohol. Okay.
I mean, it's basically like that Wisconsin thing, beer cheese soup.
Ooh.
Alright,
Ew.
so as you so Evelyn, you find You don't find any herbs that would be particularly useful for anything specific, but just overall, they would essentially replenish the supplies of a herbalism kit.
Gloriana!
Yeah, I'm looking with you. I don't know if I actually have any more herbalism kits. I think because I only used it in town, so I didn't even use my herbalism kit supplies.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's
here-
essentially you got the supplies needed so that if you want to use your herbalism kit in the field, you now have the herbs and such that will allow you to do that.
Yay!
Okay, just gathering up. Okay, thank you. Thanks for helping look.
And Travnar does indeed make a dwarven-style meal, so be sure you all mark one off your rations.
By rations. I'm losing my rations finally.
Mm-hmm. So it takes roughly, doing all of this, it takes about 2 or 3 hours. At this point, you actually hear the noise that you heard last night, but this time, of the Great Ox, but this time it sounds panicked. It still sounds very distant, but Gregory, you just see him tilt his hand, just say, looks like they were going for it.
They only found it now.
I mean, 10 miles away and having to be quiet so they can get in position. Plus, I imagine this one, he kind of just shifts his head over to where Evelyn is. Kind of added some more time that they could have done without.
You go see how they're getting on.
Can I pull out pan flute and play a rendition of My Heart Will Go On?
I guess.
As you start playing, Gregory just says, don't bother, they were stupid going for the thing anyway.
That's why I'm using this pan flute to signify just how moronic it was.
Yeah.
The hide
more-
of meat can't even be sold normally anyway.
Mm.
I don't know why you're all calling them idiots, considering that I've had to tell you all several times that we weren't going after.
Hey, I've never wanted to go after that.
I didn't want to go after it either.
I just wanted to
I
see it.
kind of
I'm just going
I look
for
at
what I've...
Evelyn, Trofnar, and like Gratian.
In fact, actually, because it's morning, if anyone wants to see if they can spot the Great Ox, because, you know, it is only about 10 or so miles away, go ahead and make a perception check.
Well, I'd love to.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Sure,
want
I'll
to
see
see
that.
the giant.
Yeah, sure, I'll see if I can see it.
I want to see the giant
See if
noodle.
I can use that as a phrase.
Well, it's the Great Ox.
Oh, nice roll, though. Like,
Oh.
Trosnar found a rock.
As Trofnar, as you're looking about, you just, like, look up slightly just to see if it might be taller than they actually say. And some snow falls into your eye, and you're just like...
Oh, yeah.
It's the first snowfall of winter.
But Delson, Nemesis, and... Yeah, I'd say Florian will be able to see it too. So basically, everyone but Gratian and Trofnar. You can actually see about 10 miles away, to the northeast, closer to the forest, you can see it's obvious why it's called the Great Ox. It looks very much like one. You can see it has a large, like, muscular back that is mostly flat until it gets obviously into its hindquarters. You can't quite see its head because it's currently gouging its horns into something. Actually, because of Delson and Evelyn, you actually see as the Great Ox's head rears up, you see a single object just that goes flying about a further 30, 40 feet in the air before it falls back down behind the treetops.
Did you think you noticed?
Well, that's unfortunate.
I must draw this. Can I take out some paper and begin to draw the Great Ox?
Okay, make a performance check.
Where's Paul Bunyan?
Who?
I mean, he needs to help us off.
Can you help Paul Bunyan again?
I think it's Paul Bunyan.
Delson,
A very big thing.
Alright, you're able to draw a very well-made picture, including a picture of whoever it was that just got flung skyward.
I just kind of wanted to see by some random
Perfect.
chance, like one of the guy, like something just flies and happens to fall right in front of us. It's like, oh,
At 10
Like you
feet,
got thrown.
no, it wouldn't be flinging. Like I said, it goes.
Nothing.
It goes.
it wouldn't be.
Like
It's like-
this, whoever got flung by the Great Ox basically went about 90 feet into the air, which isn't 10 miles.
I know 10 miles. I know, but it's just like it'd be funny. It's like if something literally did get tossed 10 miles this direction.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, something like
Good
that.
Now to
Speedy.
send this drawing to my mom or to
Yeah.
someone.
Well, you need to find a place where where post can be delivered first.
Yep. I will
Can I
keep
roll to see if I
it
get
in.
crushed on by a harpoon or just one?
What was that, Chase? It's sounding a bit muffled.
Oh, no, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I was joking.
Right, you just see Gregory watching
Well.
the Great Ox for a little bit before he says, "Shall we go then?"
Yes.
Sure.
Can I quickly make a speech about how great it is that we aren't them, and that I basically like stopped them all from killing themselves because the party wanted to go and find the thing.
But before that, can I,
Let's agree to that.
can I ask everyone what they thought of my dwarven breakfast?
Needs more vegetables.
Needs more
What
beans.
even was it? Like, what is a dwarven breakfast?
I mean, in my mind, it's basically a full English served with basically like a pint of buckfast on the side.
Could have used more meat.
What's a full English?
What's a fling? I don't know what that is either.
Oh my! Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
shit.
Yeah, don't forget we're the
Um,
only two Brits here, Shakes.
Oh yeah.
You
Fuck.
freaking whinies.
Oh my god. Okay,
You're a British dwarf.
it's all the most delicious breakfast things on one plate. Hold on.
Like,
while,
does it have
while he does
bean-
that,
Wait, doesn't
uh,
it have like beans and eggs and bacon and
Fuck
toast?
yeah, it does.
Oh, that actually sounds very good.
it's actually really
Uh,
fucking
It
good.
sounds like your speech is gonna be one of the best, the least like insulting so far.
Well, at least
Just 'cause
insulting
you're
to the
insulting
party.
them, not us.
But Gregory speaks
There
up.
you go.
And, Gregory speaks up and just basically says, "To be honest, since coming back, food and water has no taste for me."
Oh.
That's sad. I'm
That's
gonna
sad.
give him a hug.
All right. So, Nemesis, what is your speech going to be about?
Oh, she looks alright.
My speech is about basically just like how all of them are stupid and how smart I am because I told them not to go after it. And look, this is an example of what happened, so you should all listen to me. It's not really inspiring, but I mean, it's inspiring to me.
Who taught Nemesis oratory? Donald Trump. Jesus.
We just got lectured by mom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be fair, though,
Everything sparked
you
on
guys
great
did
culture.
have it coming to you. I'm basic.
To be honest, my time with you lot has shown that you do some questionable things.
I'm surprised I haven't been driven to drink like Trofnar at this point.
Hey.
Like, good questionable or bad questionable?
The only party member that I'm proud of is Gregory, and he's not even a full member of the party.
Yeah, and you wonder why nobody likes you.
I mean, I like her.
I think it's only you.
Oh yeah, but she's the one. She doesn't treat you like crap.
Sorry,
At
I'm
this
just
point,
not
it is
holding
literally
your
only
personal
you that has
vibe.
said anything bad about her.
I mean, like, she's alright in a fight, I guess. I don't know. I just stay out of the way mainly.
I want to go to sketching now. Not the Great Ox, but someone from memory. Yeah.
All right,
All
make a performance check.
alone.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can take the points if you want. If you don't, then like
How many-
This was supposed to be an inspired.
how
Can
many
I just
points
say,
is it? Eight?
Pitch,
That's
this was
a lot,
supposed to be an
actually.
inspiring speech, but it was just all about how great you are, and we should be like, wow, I feel like I can take more hits.
If you wish to take
Well, it was
the
inspiring
health,
to
it is
me.
you. It's down to you if you guys want to take the health or not.
I'll take
Um, in-
that.
We're not done. We're taking the help.
Mostly
No, I'm throwing a handful of grilled onions at her.
How much HP is it again?
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Apparently, Floriana didn't find it very inspiring. So
I'm still taking
And
it 'cause I
apparently
also have
it's-
least HP.
Yeah, I'll
Wait,
take it.
I have less HP total
Okay,
with the
with
points
the-
than I do the other party members do without them.
With the bonus to my thing, that would be that and a rough sketch, maybe?
It's like a little doodle.
Yep.
Sorry, I couldn't one turn kill.
Can I just keep it hidden?
Alright. So, as you finish your meal, your speech, and all that, Gregory has been just watching the ox the entire time. And those that were able to spot it sees that after about 10 or so minutes after you finish all your stuff, you see the ox just start to move eastward.
It truly is a majestic creature, isn't it?
It's fucking scary when you get nearer, I can tell you that.
Mm.
I'm gonna ride that.
It's one of those creatures that you admire from far.
No, it's true of a lot of animals. They're pretty scary when you're close.
Yeah,
gonna run
try
up
being
on
near
one
something that's 40 feet tall.
Things to friends. Go out on adventures.
If the grey ox is moving,
Alright.
that means those hunters have met their fate.
Or if stop trying to kill it. Either
Let's
way.
go check out the
I
graveyard.
proceed to play my pan flute again.
oh my gosh.
Can I steal his
I
pan
am
flute?
going to-
Can't you just play on the world's smallest violin?
I'm
was it,
gonna
Evelyn?
go to Brutus and Cream and set them up with the cart wagon thing.
Alright, Gregory gives you a hand on that one because he is
Yeah.
clearly also getting away from the madness here. What was
Can
it
I
he
try?
said- first, what was it you just said before, Evelyn?
Can I try and steal his pan flute?
Make
No.
a dexterity check versus athletics or acrobatics, Delson.
Acrobatics.
I'm trying to think if I want to make coffee.
Did you
I can make. I keep
play
the
in
supplies to make
character or
coffee
not?
in character, I take the supplies to make coffee and tea.
Well, there goes my.
for a few, like, for a little bit, like, you're just, like, fighting over trying to grab the plant flute until eventually, like, Evelyn's able to just, like, essentially, like, elbows you in the stomach and snatches the pan flute away from you.
Oh,
No.
oh my!
No more. You try again. I break this.
Okay. Anybody want any coffee or tea?
I'll take a tea.
Okay.
And
it's
Trafra,
green.
what were you saying before that bit then?
I was going to say, can I please try to take Delson's pan flute and break it over my neck?
So, lesser of two evils there.
I will give it to Trofnar for that, I guess.
Okay, Evelyn hands you the pan flute, Trofnar.
I sort of like take it strongly in my hands, and I'm sort of about to. I'm about to like fall to like break over my knee, but I stop at the last minute and think otherwise because I know how much it will hurt Delson.
Maybe I should make an archer who's skilled in the harp. I just find it. There's this one character that has a harp archer.
But I
Yes,
still
I am
hold
thinking
on.
about that same character. Freaking
But-
lazy.
I still hold on to the pan flute because it's annoying.
What? You've never heard of the Tristan Swallow?
There's in Fate Grand Order, the Tristan. He's an archer that uses a harp.
The Tristan Swallow.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
Remember, he can fly.
you're able to hitch up the horses to the cart. The straps and such that keep them to the cart were damaged from the attack from the wolf and goblins, but it does work. And Gregory is going to go ahead and lead once more, but before he does, he like looks over towards where the great ox is walking and just says, "Past Noble's Rest, it will be a lot more dangerous. Keep an eye out this time."
All right,
Who's
Who's
driving the
watching,
horses
who's
and
doing
who's
animal
keeping an eye
handling?
out?
I'll keep lookout, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just keep doodling things to myself.
I'll be in the cart trying to catch up on some sleep from being on the night watch.
Okay, then I'll be
I'll
driving.
rest as,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I'll rest as well as. I'll rest with
animal
chocolate
handling
as well.
check and perception checks respectively for those that are doing the thinking.
What do I see with my elf eyes?
Well, first most, the horses don't budge.
So you see nothing anyway.
Like you do the whole like go, and they don't move.
Okay, can I try?
Take the blunt end of my, or the not pointy end of my spear and just like poke at one of the horse's butts?
No.
So
They're not moving.
Does none of us have a whip?
No, you
Yeah.
don't.
No.
Can I go over to the animals and just take the reins and try to touch them?
animal handling check.
Let me handle this, princess.
Baroness.
With just a
Discount.
light flick,
Yeah.
both the horses set off rather shakingly, but they are moving.
Just kind of sneer at Delson, get in the back of the wagon.
All right, so
We need to get them blankets, though. Next time we're in the city.
So it
find
takes
them
you it
blank-
takes you about an hour, but you do eventually arrive at the town of Noble's Rest, because it was within sight.
Mm.
So are you guys stopping, or are you going straight through?
We should
So Gregory said that he wanted to, not stop.
Yeah, we'll follow.
Yeah,
Gregory.
we should just go straight through. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we
Are there
spot
any-
any-
Listen to the legend.
Do we spot any goings on in town as we go through?
Make a perception check.
We don't need any supplies, do we? We're pretty good, I think, on most of
Yeah.
I feel like
The
pretty
only thing we
frozen.
really need is blankets, I guess.
Hey!
Horse blankets.
Nothing appears to be going on.
Hey, nat 19 for you.
You can see in the where the trenches were, where the bodies were repeatedly burnt. They have now been filled with just dirt, and there are people actually walking about the town now.
It seems happier now that the undead invasions has stopped.
They seem to be wary still, but yeah.
I mean,
Stop
it
the
did just end
horde.
like a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Can I just
fair enough.
You're welcome.
You know,
What was that you said then?
Can I just shout you're welcome at them?
As
Thank you.
so, Jerry, you get a lot of odd looks. But then you hear someone in the distance, like a little bit further away, saying, "That's the one with the bleeding wings!" And looking over, you can see the halfling innkeeper, which, in an attempt to prove to Gregory that she was a divine being, had used her wing ability in the tavern in front of the halfling.
oh yeah, I do remember her using her wings for something.
And you can see another,
Yeah,
like,
that was amazing.
you can see another, a female halfling this time, just look at Nemesis before she just shakes her head and just starts, like, pushing the innkeeper back towards the inn. The entire time you can just hear the half say, I'm not fucking crazy! She had the wings and knocked stuff in it! It's
Okay, so
Congratulations, Nemesis. You made a man seem like he's insane.
push the
Can I just shout to him like some of the lines of like, what the fuck are you talking about? We've never met you before.
Can I see if there's anybody we're walking past with a hat?
There are a few people with hats.
What now?
Can I try and steal somebody's hat as we go past them?
Oh dear.
Make a sleight of hand check.
What the?
Alright, just with a quick flick of your wrists, you're able to pull the hat off without them noticing. Just perception check to see if anyone else did. The person immediately behind the person you just saw said, "Oi! Oi!" And he just like leaps up and tries to grab the hat. I need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh my god.
What the
Really?
hell?
19.
Easy.
He's able to get like his fingers onto the hat, but you're able to just flick it away, and you're moving onwards as the other person just like goes to the one who you stole the hat from, just like just so it's like, she fucking she took your fucking
Can-
hat!
Can I please try to grab it out of her hands?
Can I take the hat too?
Can we all?
It's...
Can I bring the horse cart
Oh
to
my
a
God.
stop right now so we can throw
Death
Lucky
save
out?
for everyone, basically, minus Evelyn. It's an acrobatics or athletics, so try not...
What deck save was it?
I'm not
Yeah.
doing this. I'm just like,
Those that are trying to get the hat off of Evelyn,
I was gonna throw
Oh,
it
wow.
back.
athletics
Oh,
or
yeah, but you're not
acrobatics,
doing it.
Evelyn.
Why did you even steal it?
Part of me wants to go for like a crossbody.
Floriana's like able to like get a hold of it, but she's not strong enough, and you just see like your hand gets clamped down on by Trufnar, and he just like pulls it off your hand and just throws it back to the person.
And I flash this the dirtiest fucking look.
I was gonna throw it back.
Of course,
You,
fuck off, were you?
Evie, I'm your friend, so
I'm getting.
listen
yeah,
to me when I say this. Stop doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, Evie, I'm saying this with love, but you're really fucking pissing me off now.
Alright, alright. I'll just sit in the corner and read.
Gregory
Oh.
did pull ahead of you guys, like he didn't stop when you guys did, but you're able to get the horses moving and catch back up. All right. So
Does he comment on what just happened?
he didn't
not
seem
notice.
he's just dead focused on his objective.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some kind of awkward explanation.
So, you guys keep traveling northward. You start to go a little bit to the east as Gregory's little radar thing begins to direct him. You go over to rough terrain. Evelyn, you look up from your book time to time, but you don't see anything that is in the immediate vicinity. After about half an hour or so of travel, you eventually come across what looks to be a metal pole sticking in the ground.
Metal pole?
Investigation.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, one as well. Sounds weird.
Well, it is Festivus, I guess.
wow, I love when my internet glitches out. What are we doing?
So you
We're
guys,
investigating a metal pole on the ground.
So you guys are stopping
Okay.
and checking the metal pole that's in the ground, yeah?
Were you there for when Evie stole a hat?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Like, was it just some kind of metal pole just sitting, like off the side of the road, or is like in the middle of
So
it or something?
the pole is bent. It has a bit of a chain at the end of it, but the chain has been sheared, and it's about 5 or so feet long, and you can see it's been embedded into the ground.
Hmm. Well, let's keep moving.
I'm guessing this was a
There's like
harpoon.
nothing unusual about this. Just it's a
It
pole.
was probably just a harpoon that, like, they were aiming for the Great Orc and it missed.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's anything nearby?
Investigation check.
Are you looking for like a decapitated hand or something?
Or a circle or something.
Unfortunately, you don't
person.
see anything.
All these squares make a circle.
All these squares make a circle.
The squared circle is a wrestling ring.
Wait, what?
Cir-
Wait, what?
Oh god, wrestling is physics.
I mean,
Everything makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Wrestling is the key.
Everything
to
is
the universe.
the thing.
wrestling is everything except wrestling.
It's
Alright.
the key to the universe.
Okay, come on, let's not go off on tangents.
Yeah, let's not get off topic here.
I guess
So,
we just go
what do you guys
onward
do?
then. I think we just go onward then, I guess.
Yeah, we don't want to get behind
Is wrestling a thing in Karmora?
Gregory.
Well,
Gregory.
Gregory did stop at this point,
Oh.
and he's just like looking at the
Wrestle?
looking at the
I
pole.
mean, like, actual, like, athletic, like, sportsman wrestling, yes. I don't think pro wrestling is. I'd have a hazard guess.
Hmm.
Like, I don't think there's a fancy version of Hulk Hogan floating around this world.
What?
All right, so keeping on topic, So Gregory is looking at the pole and just looks at you and says, "Told you."
Polite.
Yeah, I was thinking, it's like, it must be probably something from the hunt, and this about where it was. Within reason.
If we find the bodies, we'll wish them well. If not, they made their own choice.
Indeed, they did.
And he just starts moving his horse further northeast.
All right then. I guess I'll keep watch for like the bodies.
Okay, make a perception
we
check.
No.
Nope. You see
don't care enough.
nothing.
I don't care enough to
The
look for the
horse
bodies.
horses.
I want to look for the bodies.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't
make
care
a
enough.
Can I
perception
look
check.
for the bodies?
Perception check. Alright. So, you ride onwards for a couple more minutes until, Evelyn, you spot, tangled up in some of the branches in a tree, the
No.
unmistakable corpse of the Dragonborn that you had seen with the group the night before.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the knoll, sadly.
Yeah, I was kind of not hoping for the knoll.
I was hoping for the ogre.
Completely dead?
I just figured it would be the knoll
He
because of
is
that one who saw
Just flat out dead.
How
he is
can
not
you
moving.
be like less than dead? Wait, don't answer that.
it. Because, well, here's Gregory.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, we have
Gregory.
undead in our party.
Yeah, don't ask that question when we have an undead.
Yeah, seriously, don't be jealous, dear.
That's
I'll say a
offensive.
prayer for the Dragonborn, I guess.
Alright. So you pray that the Dragonborn is able to find whatever piece it might have potentially have had. I don't know. It looks like, judging by the fact that it's in the trees, might have been the one that got flung about 90 feet into the air.
If only he could fly.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, no dragon.
You would think that a dragon could fly, though, wouldn't you?
Alright, so as you keep moving, because you specifically looking for the bodies, eventually you do find a few more bodies. You can see a small crater. In that crater you can see 2 or 3 of the humans. It's hard to tell because they're kind of smushed together.
I was kind of thinking that sounds like you stomped them.
Well, yeah, it's an ox.
I know.
You also see, resting against a large tree, the corpse of the ogre. His cannon is about 10-20 feet away from him.
Is it still usable?
You don't know.
What?
How the fuck are we going to carry it?
The harpoon.
We
yeah,
can't carry the cannon.
I mean, we do have a cart. We could walk.
The harpoon cannon. Yeah.
We don't have ammo for it, though.
Yeah, where's the ammo? Where are the harpoons?
Yeah, is there a harpoon?
You need to actually look at all the stuff and figure out what you got.
Are we really not looting any of them?
I don't
It's
know. That's
respectful.
your choice.
We're not
I
grave
don't
robbers.
agree.
I think I think we're all way too nice people to rob the dead.
Speak for yourself.
Are you sure?
I mean, for the record, this harpoon cannon is literally about 1,000 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
ogres
can't
are
carry
burning
that.
fucks.
It is like the ogre was sort of struggling to carry it plus the ammo. And an ogre is a large creature. So, just to quickly check to see if anyone can get close to that. Nemesis can lift half of it.
What about
Yeah,
her and Trufner together?
I'm not doing that.
The two of them together, yes, they could, but keep in mind that
Okay.
it's gonna hit the limit on what that cart can handle. Because it's not a siege
Or
cart.
just on its own.
Can I at least look for some harpoons?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. No, like, if you are all to go into the cart and such, plus the cannon, odds are that the cart may not
Break.
be able to
Break?
handle the weight. Yeah, essentially.
The wheels are snapped
You don't
off.
find any
Let's
of the
leave-
harpoons.
I was about to say, let's leave Evie behind.
Hey!
It's not like the cart moves that fast. I'm sure she'd catch up a little.
I'm at least a useful member in some situations.
Actually, going by the travel stuff, the horse and carts move the same speed as you moving on foot. It's just that horses have the ability to gallop,
Yay.
which does make them go faster. Anyway, so you finish your searching about the immediate area. You don't find any signs of life from any of the hunters, and you continue onwards.
Okay, so no one's looting them.
No.
I guess not.
I wish we asked the druids if they knew anything about what was up north.
An opportunity lost.
I wasn't with them, so I just didn't comment on it.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, an opportunity lost.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
sorry, but I have my abuelita's hot chocolate, so
Yeah.
That sounds good. I think my dad
actually-
might have some of that. I
Actually,
have
could
those.
you guys...
We're all moving forward then.
I
yeah.
actually just realized, because you guys specifically said you were looking for bodies, not around you. Let me just do a roll here.
Oh fuck the ox.
You didn't ask us about making perception
No,
checks in
because
general.
you guys could see the ox from here, and it was moving away.
Okay,
But
okay.
just with that, as you are preparing to head off, you hear some growling coming from the forest.
Oh boy.
Can I make a
Protect
perception check? I
Correct.
wasn't
Protect the
looking-
horses!
I mean, I wasn't looking for the bodies. I thought a few of us weren't.
So,
Well, Evelyn was, so she
if
would.
anyone wants to very
know.
quickly make a look, I would say you can, but it'd be with disadvantage because you're trying to look as
I didn't.
just as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
To as it's
Oh,
Fair
never
enough,
mind. I
fair
did
enough.
roll a 7 and a
What
9.
are we searching
okay.
for?
You heard growling.
All right, hold
I'm
on.
going to protectively hug the horse.
I'm sure it's fine. What's
Well,
the worst
okay
that can
then.
Cards first.
happen? That's
This is
one
Durgan and Durgans, like
I'm gonna do it.
almost growling from bushes are never good.
Evelyn, peeking out from the tree line to your right, you can see 6 wargs just slowly
Wargs?
starting to advance. Wargs. W-O-R-G.
Wargs.
They're like.
Hunters
they're
with
like
wargs?
wolves. They're like
To the
wolves.
Google. Oh, they're cute.
They're
knew
like
that
wolves.
was
Don't pet 'em.
A warg is like a warg. They're like wolves.
So a warg is like a really essentially a
Beefy
very buff
wolf.
wolf. Like
They're a buff wolf.
they have large torsos. Essentially, yeah, they're really muscular wolves essentially. But they're more
Right.
trained
I'll
in
go
essentially they're bigger and better wolves.
They're wolves.
They're wolves who lift. Okay.
Yes.
Was it
Uh,
only them or anything else with them?
There's
Oh,
only
they-
6. It's only those 6, so you can see they're starting to advance. They're about 80 feet away from you.
They're wolves on
Okay.
steroids,
Oh,
aren't they?
boy.
Well, I guess since they're wolves, I guess we can't say flee.
Can I try and hit one of them with my crossbow?
Go ahead and make an attack. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 6 points. Okay. So as you fire the crossbow into the leading one, which appears to be the pack leader, it kind of recoils a bit before it just barks at you and charges forward. So I need everyone to roll initiative once I put us back onto the grass map.
Yay! More fighting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I just make sure I
Great.
have.
Gonna get rid of my perfect drawings.
What even is this at the bottom? The, like,
Did you
Time
try
to-
and draw
One
Evelyn?
second. I am just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't draw with a mouse.
It's really cute.
I was wondering if you were trying to do a goblin trying to cosplay her.
I just put all you guys onto the map here. There we go. Okay, we're just using the template grassland map that I've got. So, this is where you guys all are. So let me just make sure that the turn. So let me just clear the turn.
Everybody
orders.
protect the horses.
So go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Where is he?
Boy.
So that would
Rolling.
put the
There it
wargs
is.
here.
Oh, initiative.
11. That's okay-ish. It's better than everyone else so far.
Mm.
Don't mind the fact that
Well,
the token's got a goblin riding on it. There is no
say
goblin
that.
riding on this thing.
It's the steroid wolves.
There's no goblin that is riding on these things. It's just... that's a
Gratian rolled
token.
like a 17, but he didn't have his token up.
It's okay, I'll
Yeah.
manually put it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
Holy.
a lot of steroid wolves.
Yeah, and they're big.
6 Brock Lesnar's. Ah.
Oh god.
Oh,
We need
over
to
there the
protect our
right.
horses.
Okay.
So,
Oh god. We didn't get to the-
Oh
Dang
jeez,
it.
they're so big my AoE spells basically don't work because they just take up all the space of the AoE.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah,
pretty much.
steroid
First.
wolves, man. And then I'll just roll for Gregory.
Oh no, my axe can't go through that much sick games.
The way I can hit a majority of them.
So many Chads.
Oh god, they are Chads, aren't they?
Oh my god, it is a Chad Wolf version of
Oh
Adventure.
god, we're
my
being
God.
assaulted by Chads.
I mean, okay. That's, if you say so.
I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
We're dealing with Chad wolves.
Cat wolves.
Of
Horrible.
all the days to forget my thought spray.
So I'm just going to roll the initiative for all these guys. This is just going to be faster for me.
I didn't even see this guy's head.
Oof.
Really?
Oof.
And this way you can't tell that I'm flubbing anything because, you know, fucking...
Yeah,
that's,
nat 1. Or
uh,
nat 20, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh
and
no,
I'll
there's
just,
too many.
I'll also just roll for Brutus and Crean.
Reach is the only
God.
one who gets to go before any of the, before all of them go.
So that
Oh wait, I
is-
guess I'm slightly faster than one of them. Or a few of them.
Protect,
It depends
protect the
on your
horses.
deck.
Jeez.
Yep, it's all down to their decks, and then Gregory's horse. Yeah, Gregory's horse. Okay.
We need to protect our horses.
Okay, and so yeah, this is the one that you hit, Evelyn.
Okay.
So I'm just quickly changing their HP.
I hit
Who's
the
breathing
one.
into their microphone?
Not me, because I hear it.
Shakes.
Shag, stop hitting your mic.
It's not me, I don't even breathe. You know this.
I don't think microphones are tasty.
Okay, so top of the round we have after that
Bunch of wargs.
Yeah, wargs. So this one is going to run forward. It can get 50 feet, so.
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
it
dun.
runs there. It is not going to use its dash. It's going to stay as is. Then it's this. Then it's the pack leader. So
Woof
the
woof, motherfuckers.
pack leader is going to run. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which one on that side it goes for.
Please
Okay.
I don't know. My
Please
cone's
not
probably
great. Please not great.
So it bounds forward. I need to make sure. So if it goes that way, then oh yeah, I can make it to anybody here.
Yeah.
So it's going to charge forward, and it's going to make a bite attack on you, Delson.
Can I hellish rebuke it?
Well, that's if it hits.
Okay.
There's a 15 to hit.
That's my AC, so it hits.
Okay, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Oof.
We're all gonna die.
Can I still hellish rebuke?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Okay.
Which one's Hellish Rebuke again?
that's a reaction where you basically set them on fire, kind of deal. Strength save. That's a fail. You get dragged off the cart, and you are now prone.
Okay.
You also take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Oof.
We're all gonna die.
I'm gonna need the
Gregory,
wolves.
you can do the job without us. I mean, you can't die.
What save is it?
Okay, let me recheck the. Recheck, and it is a. It's a deck save.
Dex save.
Bro. It takes
Our biggest enemy.
That's a 14.
Might.
Let me
Huh.
see what my Dex mod is, and that's my Dex mod.
You mean
No,
Or
you
my
spell
spell
DC?
save mod.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's your charisma bait. I think it's based on your charisma.
Yeah, so
Well, it
it
says-
only
it
takes
says
half
actually-
damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Instantaneous. You just point your finger and the point in the damage to you. It's
I was going to be
momentary,
cruel
it's
for a
right
second there, but then I was just like, nah. I was going to say, because you've never done it before, you just kind of learn from a book to do an intelligence check, but whatever, I'll just go with this. So, 6. Because that'd just be a bit unfair, honestly, because if you
Thank you, based TM.
A prone.
Hey?
Mhm.
Yeah, you're prone now.
Yeah, you're on your ass, mate.
That's the one where you take the move action to stand up, right?
It takes half your movement to stand up.
Oh,
Range
okay.
attack. Any attacks that you deal will have disadvantage.
Mm.
Any melee attacks on you have advantage, and range attacks on you have disadvantage.
Oof.
That's nasty. I think prone's a little more annoying now, but I think it used to take a full movement to get up.
And that's its turn.
Oh, wow.
Gratian, you're up.
Do the
I'm
thing.
a stab.
You're gonna stab
I
at
said-
the warg that just dragged Dels into the ground.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an attack.
I don't want to set the wards on fire. Except I do.
9. This is. You just kind of like stab towards it, but at that point, that's when it drags Delson off the cart and onto the ground.
My leg!
Alright.
My leg!
Why do you have to
What was that from again?
SpongeBob.
Was that really SpongeBob?
We've been talking a lot of SpongeBob stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Like that feels like it is.
Okay.
But yeah.
It is now this warg's turn. So, it sees a prey in Cream, and it's gonna go for it.
No!
So, it is going to make its attack.
Is Cream male or female?
I wanna.
Female.
Can I? Oh wait, I already used my reaction. Damn.
Yep, you used your reaction for Hellish Rebuke. Let's see.
Damn it!
this.
I can't save the horse.
9
Well, what
plus
other reactions
9
do you
plus
have?
5. That no, you only get one reaction around.
I know, but like, what would you have done if you still had it?
Cutting words, probably.
Yeah.
9 plus 5. That's gonna hit Cream. So I gotta do.
Please don't kill Cream. We spent so much time going to look for her that it would
So
be sad to
Cream
kill her
takes
again.
5 points of piercing damage.
And don't ever run off again, you monster.
But she does
good
make a
work.
strength save.
Yay!
So that brings her down to Cream's looking pretty rough.
No.
Was she not inspired by my Nemesis speech?
I don't think
No.
they can. I don't think they can.
Okay.
I guess they could be, but
Only affects up to 6 people, and you guys all took the points, even though Floriana was not inspired.
And I threw my breakfast at you, but I still took them.
We were inspired by breakfast.
yes, we got inspired by the breakfast.
Okay, so it's going to
Thank
use
you.
all its movement.
A full dwarven, yeah.
The only thing that it can attack is Cream, so it's going to do so.
You
No.
monster!
19, that'll hit.
Darn. I
You
really wish I had
fucking
lightning bolt.
monster! Why do you do this?
I really
Double
wish I had
ones on the
lightning bolt.
damage. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yay, thank
So-
you, Jesus.
I don't think I have any reaction spells, so I can't
So
help.
that is another 5 points of piercing damage onto Cream, and she is down.
God damn it, you monster!
Oh,
Why
boy.
do you do this?
I'm just doing what a wolf would do when it's his prey.
Yeah.
Someone save Cream!
It's a lot of meat on Cream.
And,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh, do I go for these metal people or this big fleshy horse?
Yeah,
Okay.
but the big metal people want to kill them.
I fucking hate you, Tom!
All right.
It's like going to a restaurant and going like, do you want this thing in a tin can or this massive steak?
Brutus is able to hold his nerve, but
I
he
hate
can't
you.
move. He can't move because Cream's basically adding more weight onto the cart to the point where he can't move it. So he's stuck there. Can't do anything. Floriano, you're up.
Trying to
You
think
the
of what's the most
pony.
useful. Not really. What really is the most useful to do? I guess I will, because it's still useful. I will cast a Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay.
I think I'll move off part. Do I have any problems getting out of the cart to like move like say like right here or something?
So it'll be double movement to get through these two, because now less space. But then after that, so it'd be 5, so it'd be 10 to get through, so that'd be 15 feet to get to here. It's 10 feet to get through there, and then another 5 for there. So you've got another 15 feet you can move.
Okay, and I think I'll move. That's right here. I'll do a hold action. I'll breathe my ice if they get close.
Okay, so
And
if they move if they move
If they start to hunt, they
Close
try
to
to come kill me, then I'll breathe ice at them so they come at me. I think
Okay.
that's-
all right.
It's like my dragon stuff's so useful and powerful, but it hits everyone near me. It's like I
Yep.
can't be standing with the group.
Okay, it is now the furthest warg. He is going to go. He's going to go for Gregory. He can't get to Gregory with
Finally.
50 feet of movement, but he's going to go for Gregory. Right, Evelyn, you're up.
Okay, so there's my mouse. Can I move here?
Yep.
I want to save the horses.
Yes, I know you want to save the horses.
Yes.
Can't do anything with the
Yeah.
horses. Evelyn can heal
Oh.
though. You gotta try
Yeah,
to heal
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'll use healing word for Cream, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So she heals 5, so she's now conscious but prone.
And I'll spear the wolf.
Okay. I take it the one that you had shot at, or which one?
Yes, the one that I shot at.
So that would be this one. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That was one-handed spear. Oh, come on.
Ooh. So you just kind of like scrape the flank. There's a reason why these are buff wolves. It like kind of sticks in, but it just hits like a solid mass of muscle before you pull the spear out. All right. So let us see if Cream can hold her nerve. Yeah, she holds her nerve. But she can't really move at this point. There's no like order of command here, so Brutus and Cream are kind of like fighting against each other to try and move, but they're not moving anywhere. Let's see. This has advantage. Natural 20, so I don't even do that, but that horse got advantage because Gregory was still riding him. Nemesis, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna go to this guy that's attacking Cream.
Okay, so that's make an acrobatics check because you're essentially vaulting off the side of the wagon.
All right, 1 second. I was looking at my spells.
12. Okay, you stumble a bit, but you're able to get through. So that's 5, 10.
Awesome. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit it with my warhammer.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack. That
Smash
hits, go ahead
it
and roll
with a
damage.
hammer.
Nice. Well, I see him.
5 points of damage. All right. You just kind of like crunch into the side of its jaw. It yells. Just, "Ah!" You see its jaw's slightly hinged, but it just like kind of flicks its head, and you just see the jaw like set back into place.
Well, that's creepy.
But it is staring right at you now.
So many giant tokens. And
Yeah, wargs, man. They're big.
oh, the horse is pretty big too.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because, like, our horses are just more noticeably bigger seeming than Gregory's.
Well, that's just because it
Yeah.
would be a pain in the ass dragging it about.
Hmm.
All right. So I take that was your turn, Nemesis.
Yeah.
All right, Delson, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to target this area.
Pretty sure I've got something for that. Give me a second. It's not going to be the perfect one, but Yeah, there we go. So it's 10 feet.
I need people. I'm gonna need these things to make a con save.
Okay, so that's how many feet? What radius is that? That's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Well, no, it'd just be that one warg that'd be caught in it.
Can I move it down to
There we go.
like right here?
There we go. Now
Yep.
you're cooking with gas. I'll set that to the GM layer just so that I can see it without having to click on it. So this one, that's a natural 1 on that one. It's a 11 on the second one, and that's a 14 on the third one.
So, how many failed that?
The DC's 14, yeah?
Yeah.
So 2 of them failed.
Also, can I use my movement to stand up?
Yep, so you use half a movement to stand up.
Oh
19.
my god.
Yeesh.
Oh,
Vivi,
jeez.
why?
Just a banshee screech at these wolves.
All right. You watch as the wolf on the front just kind of like gets blasted into the wagon. The wagon like almost tips over before it lands downwards, and you can see that the warg is not moving at all. So that one is dead. The other two, they kind of like flinch. They're both looking pretty rough, but they're still standing.
Don't you dare screw with my horse. Yes.
But
Right.
none of them did.
It is now the
one.
other warg's turn. He is going to use his movement to head towards Floriana. So I know you've held your action, so let's just see.
Okay.
So this can get the full 50 feet. So let me just bring up the cone cold.
Let me see how I can have to aim
So
it.
that's 5, that's 10, that's 15. So
Oh wow! I actually can aim without hitting Evelyn. I thought that she being that close would actually.
nope.
I guess it's because the other one's dead. Is why I don't. I'm not.
The other one is still alive. It's just it's just looking rough. So that is a.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
No,
up to
if that's the case, yeah. I just want.
it's a
I
deck
just want to aim
save. So there's
Yeah.
a fail, and so they both fail. So they're both going to take full damage.
Okay, let me reload how much damage it did again.
3d6, I think it said. 3d6.
3d6.
13. Oof.
Good gravy.
Nice.
14. I turn ones into twos.
Ah, yeah, 14. So,
It's kind of nice. I can roll 2 6s. Jeez.
yep. So the warg that got hit by the shadow spell, you just watch as it turns completely to ice. And just kind of falls downward. So that one is dead. Unfortunately, the one that that was still had its turn is still there, so it's going to make an attack on you.
Yeah, I can't do it. That's sad.
That is a 16 to hit.
Nasty. I think my AC's. I think my AC's 15 actually. Yeah, but yeah, it hit.
All right, make a strength saving throw.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm probably going onto the floor because I have a -2.
Yep, you get dragged down. It like grabs you by your robe, throws you down, then bites into you. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Said 12.
Yep, 12.
Yeah, there.
All right,
Okay.
it's the warg's turn.
Wait,
Gregory,
wait.
he sees this other warg charging towards him as he just jumps off his horse, draws his sword, and he's going to go straight for the warg that's charging at him. So, there we go.
Or okay, okay, that's actually not that bad. I'm actually at 10 HP.
So he's going to make his 2 attacks. So both of those hits.
Nice.
So that's 2d6 plus 4 for him. So for the first hit, that is 12 points of slashing damage. And then for the second hit, he takes 14 points of slashing damage. It's looking pretty rough. You just watch as Greg, like, kind of stops, pulls his sword out, just points it at the warg and thrusts forward. It digs deep into the warg as he just, like, slices to the side, like, basically splitting open its side. Still standing, but it's
Wow.
looking rough.
Nice.
Drafnar, you're up.
What should I do? Can I vault over both the wagon and Gracious so I go here next to Menzies?
Make an athletics check.
Can we toss the dwarf?
I just imagine, like, when a toddler tries to get out of a high chair.
13. It's difficult, but you're able to, like, climb. It isn't as, like, movie style as you thought. There's a little bit of, like, tripping and slipping, but you're eventually able to, like,
Never
land
is.
downwards. Alright.
Okay, and then can I swing an axe at the wall?
Okay, go
There
ahead
is
and
me.
roll the attack.
Cool.
20, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
D12 plus 4. 4.
16!
Oh, nice.
You
nice.
split this thing's head in two down the middle.
Amazing.
Like, you just hear just a screech as bone just scrapes against metal really quickly, and the wall just gets smashed into the ground. As you raise your axe up, you can see its skull split apart, bits of some brain matter already dribbling down. But
Am
it
I in
is-
range to hit this?
No,
walk
you've
here?
only got a reach of 5.
Okay. But okay, so I can't like action surge, move 5 feet and hit that.
You can do that, yeah.
But do I want to do that though?
I
That
don't know.
sounds a
do
little
you?
bit of a waste of one. Unless
It
that one
does.
was
I
like,
agree.
'Cause that would be-
unless you were pretty sure that warg was gonna kill whoever is it's gonna attack.
I know, but I don't want. Yeah,
'cause
but
you
I
cur-
know.
you
I'm pretty
currently-
sure they're
you
gonna.
currently have 10
I'm
feet
pretty
of-
sure at least one of them is going to hit the horse.
Yeah, because you currently have 10 feet of movement, though because of the warg's body, where the warg is considered rough terrain. Which basically means double movement.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I won't bother.
Okay,
Don't know what else we're gonna run into.
so that warg is dead. So I can knock him off the list. That warg is dead. I can knock him off the list. Gratian, you're up.
Oh. I guess I'll shoot the warg that Gregory's fighting.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
All right.
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Hold on.
Eight points. You aim at where Gregory had just basically cleaved part of its side out and fire the arrow. It goes deep into the wound. You actually see it basically go up to the feathers at the end. The warg just yelps loudly before it just collapses onto the ground. It like thrashes a bit before it goes still. Alright. So that warg is dead. So it is now the warg that is currently being flanked. It is going to... You know what? It smells blood. It's going to go for Cream again.
Can I use my protection on Cream?
Sure.
Alright.
My first roll was a natural 19. My second roll was a 18.
Damn
Oh
it.
my!
Can I cutting words that now?
Sure. As in I'm assuming the damage, because, just for the record, no amount of cutting words is going to stop that from hitting. Because even with the
I'll
lower,
cut
even with the
the
disadvantage,
damage.
yeah, even with the disadvantage, that is fucking 23.
How does cutting work? Let me look.
So -3, so I can just throw that dice out of there completely. But Cream still takes 8 points of piercing damage, so Cream is down again.
Okay.
Alright. So it just bites into Cream's neck and just floors it to the ground as Cream's just there, just breathing, but not moving.
An attack roll, ability check, or a damage roll.
So that warg is dead. Brutus, let's see if Brutus freaks out or not. No, that's a 16. He holds his nerve.
I hate him.
Oriana, you're up.
I imagine standing up it provokes an attack of opportunity.
No, it doesn't.
Eh,
It's only if you move out of its engagement.
okay. I guess I'll stand up then, and I'll breathe ice at the singular one. Yeah, because I'll breathe ice at it.
Basically the same spot as before. That is a 5, so it's going to take full damage.
Okay, so that's 6. I think that might kill it unless I roll like 3 crap ton of
16.
ones.
Yeah, no, that'll
Wow,
kill it.
oh
You just watch as its fur goes like white with frost as it just collapses downwards. Okay.
Jeez, I'm finally actually having some pretty freaking good rolls with this thing. Okay. And half my movement.
So you still got 15 feet.
True. I think if I could really. I don't know if I could really go anywhere though. So I got. What the?
They
That
lost
was
the
it.
horse.
1 or 2. I guess I could stand here. I think. I guess I'll do fine.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess I'll leave it at that then. If it's still alive, maybe I'll cast like Magic Missile or Ray of Frost or something.
That warg is
Like-
dead. Evelyn, you're up.
I guess I'll do my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
The remaining living one.
Miss. Oh wait, that's an 8. That's. Oh yeah, both miss anyway.
Eh.
Yeah, because you did the damage, you did the roll. Yeah, the crossbow misses. So you just fire, but it's kind of difficult to get past all the bodies and everything. All right. Cream makes a death saving throw.
I wasn't done.
Oh right, what are you doing?
I was gonna do healing words to Cream again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So
Save the
back
horse.
to 5. Cream's just having the worst luck here.
I know, we should go over to the other side of the cart, guys.
Lost our
Yeah.
places.
So,
I mean, you guys are moving north, and they were from that side. So, okay. So let's see if Cream freaks out. She rolled a 6. She is currently unruly. But thankfully, because Brutus has held his nerve, she's not able to like get off. They didn't break the harness on her this time. So she is panicking. She is thrashing about. In fact, because of that, she's going to make a random attack. So
Stomp something.
Nelson, because you like the horses so much, roll a d6 for me.
For what?
1 and 2, it hits Brutus. 2 and 3, it hits Nemesis. Okay, the warg gets hit. So,
attack.
but that misses.
Cream.
So at this
Aw.
point, Cream is just like kicking outwards. The warg like kind of steps back a bit just as Cream kicks out towards it. Nothing happens.
It didn't really do anything.
No,
Okay.
it was miss. So now it's Gregory's horse. God, the discipline on this goddamn horse, a 12. Alright, Nemesis, you're up.
Alright, I am going to. I guess I'm right by Cream, right?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm going to use command on her and I'm going to say calm.
Okay. Does she have to make a roll against that?
How's that
hold
work?
on.
Can you like post it in the chat real quick?
I mean, if she clicked on the spell, it should say.
Do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is...
The very wise horse makes it. That's kind of funny.
That's an 8, so I'm pretty sure that she's not gonna make that saving
Yeah,
throw.
it's, the DC's 14.
Yeah,
so.
no. So you just
Yeah.
watch as Cream just kind of... She's still very jumpy. It looks like the spell doesn't have a big effect on on creatures, but it has enough on one that can understand you.
Alright. That is an action though, so that is my turn.
Okay. Delson, you're up.
I'm going to take out my rapier and my dagger, and it seems with the
You're walking through rough terrain.
bodies here. Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement. So, walking through rough terrain, that's all my movement.
Yep.
And I want to use my action and bonus action to attack this.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attacks.
Okay. Rapier.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
And then for the dagger,
Oh, what?
Natural 20 on the dagger. So go ahead and roll damage on
Destined
both of
dagger
them.
of destiny. Destined dagger of destiny.
yep.
So that's 9 points for the rapier. And 11 points. Jesus Christ.
There's no way it's alive.
So you splash
trying
into
to-
the warg, and as it like turns around to face you, you stab the dagger into one of its eyes. You just like twisted it before you pull it out. Just like go. All right. So that is your turn.
Don't you dare fuck with my horse.
So that warg is dead. Gregory is going to turn around and he's going to make 2 slashes on the warg, and he gets advantage because flanked.
Wait.
So first hit, and that'll hit. Second hit, that'll hit. Okay, so I agree, person that yelled, or whatever.
I think that was a dog.
Yeah, I think it was a dog.
10, 14. I don't even need to bother with the second roll. The first one's enough. You just watch as the warg, as it like stares at you. You watch as it just essentially, it almost looks like it sits down, but you kind of look over and you see both of its legs are no longer attached to its body, along with part of its underside, as Gregory just cleaves clean through its part of its lower half. It kind of just like yelps a bit before blood loss kicks in and it falls down dead.
Brutality.
Gregory
Maybe it might just be more like a fatality.
fatality.
Okay,
Kilimanjaro.
so what do you guys
I am
do?
going to heal my horse.
Okay, go ahead and do your heals.
Anybody else need healing?
I'm good. I'm gonna search the bodies.
Probably,
Okay.
honestly, as fun as I can
Investigation
be.
check.
I'm only
Can I
down
search
4.
the 3 that are closest to me?
Yep, sure, investigation check.
9 cure wounds.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm only down 4 HP because cutting the. just don't have-
So,
I don't have some HP.
unsurprisingly, wolves, they don't have a need for money. There is no gold on them. But you do open the stomach of one of them, and you can see a partially digested arm just fall out from the
Why
stomach.
are you cutting them open? That's
It's the
got
one
on
it's the one that had the side.
What kind of arm it?
It is definitely a halfling arm.
Ooh.
And it was the one that
Okay.
had its side like cleaved open. So it's like
Okay.
a,
You're welcome.
Well, that's
Can we,
unfortunate.
we skin them and take their meat?
what was that?
Can we skin them and take their meat?
Make a survival check.
Yeah, the leather might be useful at least.
I somehow think that warg meat isn't actually all that nice.
You know, tenderness is usually not good.
Essentially, wolf.
Let's face
Okay.
it, do we?
Which is
Take it.
essentially dog meat.
I mean, I say if you want to skin and get the meat and such, okay.
Woo!
Ooh.
I mean,
So-
in World of
Anyways.
Warcraft, warg meat is used as ingredient for a few things.
So
Yeah, we know.
some of the pellets are, or some of the fur is too damaged for any use. The one that Gregory and the one that Gregory killed, like the first one, or actually the two that Gregory killed, their pelts are not going to be much good due to the damage that they've taken. But you're able to skin the other four, and you are able to get the meat. However, without treatment, the meat will go off in about 2 or 3 days.
Do we have salt to jerky? Can we make jerky?
Did you guys get salt?
I don't think that any of us have salt or anything. We'll just have to like
Yeah,
eat
no,
it instead of our rations for the next 2
Yeah.
or 3 days.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah.
We have fresh meat.
All right, so because of that natural 20, you like these are big creatures, but a lot of it's just like pure muscle, so it's really chewy. The stuff that you could eat effectively without basically getting your jaw numb would be enough to feed all of you for about a day or so.
Cool.
Yay.
Sweet.
God,
We're
I hate
having
when that
more
happens,
ribs.
like, chewing for so long that your jaw is just like.
Yeah,
We're gonna catch a tapeworm.
like if you have a specifically like, yeah, like when you have a chewy bit of steak, for example, and you're just there chewing it, trying to get it down,
Yeah.
and then your jaw's just like, to the point where it's just,
Yeah.
yeah. So but most of the world meat is like that, but you are able to find some bits which, while chewy, you would realistically be able to eat.
Okay.
Do they contain trichinosis?
You don't know.
What's trigonosis?
The stuff that it's a parasite that a lot of bear meat has in it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, these aren't bears, so we're fine.
They
They
live in the same areas bears would live, though. Probably eat the same thing,
Alright.
so.
I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the cart if that's all. I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think we're all
actually,
just ready to
is
start
there
leaving.
anything else around us?
Make a perception check. You can see signs of the Great Oxes passing through here, but nothing particularly of interest.
But
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna get back on the cart.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
I think we're all just gonna get on the part now.
Trying to comfort me more.
All right.
Can I tell if they're like domesticated wargs or just wild wargs?
Domesticated.
It seems pretty wild, but I guess you can tell.
We just encountered last night. We encountered a lot of goblins riding wolves. These could have been like ones that got loose. There
I
could
would
be goblin
say-
bandits in the area.
I would say
Or
because they're dead now, and you can't exactly observe them to see if they are. Make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Oops. My computer's frozen. Can you even hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, my computer's really playing up.
Okay. I shall do the roll for you then.
Okay.
Eh.
Thank you, oh kind overlord.
Even with disadvantage, you rolled a 16 on the lower roll. The way that they moved about and such, like, wargs aren't really
Can take
ones to take orders. They're more of a, they'll follow an order if it goes with them. The fact that there's a halfling arm in there leads you to believe that these are not domesticated. These are wild. This is just a wild pack of wargs.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah, that I expected, but yeah.
Sorry.
So on the road again.
On the
Yep.
road, I guess.
All right, animal
I
handling.
can't wait
check
to be
for
on
who's
the
moving-
road again.
Animal handling. For
Actually,
anyone.
before we go, can I move Cream and Brutus and switch them around?
Sure. Watch the next encounter.
he's just
they're
gonna
gonna
have
come
them
from the
attack
left.
the other side.
So, who's doing what?
I'll take watch. I'm good at that.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm
I'll
joking.
command
Nice,
the horses. I'll be the horseman.
I'll be asleep in the back.
Okay. So
I'll take a nap with them, I guess.
Sweatchin?
Yes.
Okay. So whoever's leading the
I guess
horses.
I'm gonna play a dice game.
Balloon, just out of curiosity, do you want to be the big or little spoon here?
Wait, what?
No, nothing, never mind.
Oh, wait.
FBI, open up!
There we go. Now you can go back to your drawing. Okay, so
The
even
great
though
battle.
they are shaken, both Brutus and Cream do move forward at your command of them, and you travel for about another 4 or 5 hours. You don't see anything out of the ordinary, but partway through, Gregory just kind of stops and looks outward. Evelyn, as you're keeping watch, you can see maybe about 20 or 30 miles away, you can see a mass of dead trees and hills.
Dead trees, you say?
Yeah, dead trees and hills. At this point, Gregory's just looking out over it, looks back to you all and says, "We're entering the bone swamps now. Be on your guard. It's not exactly a safe place."
Can I keep an extra eye out for stray bones?
You would only be able to really focus on one or the other. Or I can let you look for both, but you'd be doing a perception with disadvantage because you're focusing your attention.
Unless you have a third eye.
Surprise! No, I'll keep lookout for regular things.
Alright. As they start moving, Gregory moves to the right towards a clump of trees. And as he arrives there, he kind of just gets off the horse and just looks. He takes off the saddle and the reins and everything, so the horse has got it's just the horse himself. He just walks up to the horse, just rubs the side of its face and just go, "You've led me here, but it's too dangerous for you. Be free." And he takes the flat of his sword and smacks it against the hind end of it. The horse just kind of rears up in fear and bolts off.
Aww.
Bye.
There goes Midnight.
Did the horse have was it
horses?
I might not brave chancing.
Are you sure that you want to do that?
This is telling me it's in the bone swamps. Only
see.
someone that is interested in what's in there would go there.
Spooky, scary.
And as long as we succeed, Gregory should need his horse.
That's the exact point. This is truly where I'm meant to find my quarry. At the end of it, I won't need that horse anymore.
Horse.
All the way up 100.
I'd advise you hide your horses and stuff somewhere nearby.
Okay then.
Very well. Safe place camp.
Make
Yep.
a investigation check. 10. Okay.
No.
You find some trees which you think would suffice as a place to keep them safe.
That's great.
Can I make a mark?
So you kind of make a small mark of where they are. You keep their reins on, but there's a longer rein that it has, which allows them to move about and everything. And you just kind of stake that into the ground so that they're able to move about in the area rather comfortably enough, but there's no risk of them, bolting.
Stay here, Cream. You'll be safe.
You hear a thud behind you as Gregory has thrown down some horse feed and just kind of he takes a small dagger and splits it open and just leaves it there. I should look after at least one of them for a bit.
Of course.
I'd advise you do the same with some of your horse feed. There's no telling how long we're going to be there for.
Give them the fancy food.
Yep. We'll cut open a bag of the fancy
Alright,
feast.
Right, so is it just the fancy food, or is there anything else?
Yeah.
I'll leave an apple.
Put like an apple.
I don't know.
We got Robo Peach again!
Yes, this is supposed to be.
Mechanical waifus. My god. What has science done?
Alright, let's see if Peach can...
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working!
Hi.
Yay.
Oh wow.
No, it's not working. We're all dead.
Ugh.
That's already.
I'm messing with you.
Alright, so you leave
Alright.
your horse and your... you leave everything basically in where it is, and you head once more out of the forest. So, I want everyone to make a perception check as you enter the outer part of the Bone Swamps.
Okay.
I swear to God, if we encounter, I don't know, the Hydra or something, and we can't get up on its back.
Alright,
Tom, can I ask you a question?
yes.
Have the swamps frozen over or not?
With that 18, I can say that you observe, at this point, there is still some frost on the ground, but it is not frozen over.
Okay.
I told you.
It's a call back, everybody.
Evelyn and Trofnot, as you guys start to enter the outer skirts, one of the things that you notice is some of the areas that are sticking up, they're not natural. They're very rusted bits of metal and rotten wood.
I'm gonna elbow Trotner. Hey, go check that out.
Investigation!
Alright?
Oh,
You
boy.
don't know how...
Can I investigate too?
Alright, go ahead.
Eh.
Just seems to be some rusted metal and logs. You don't know why it's here.
Hey everybody, what's all this rusted metal and
Mm.
Gregory is going to do a history check. No, he doesn't know.
Can I look at it?
You can look at it, sure. Looking at the metal, it is like just almost completely rust, and it's clear that the wooden posts and such have been there for a while. There is signs of just rot and fungus is on it. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And of course, at this point as well, the smell of the swamp starts to kick in. It's a putrid just smell of decaying plant life and stagnant water.
Smells like home.
Delightful.
As I just
God,
like
this is rancid.
Smells like a Dutch oven.
A what?
Alright, so. Are you moving forward or are you staying put currently?
I'm just kind of following Gregory, so if he's
Yeah.
moving,
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we'll follow the
Greg. He probably knows where the hell he's going.
Well, at this point, Gregory's just looking about and just says, problem here. I know where I'm heading, but the swamp is... He just kind of looks, and you can see he's standing in front of a large pool of water, making it difficult.
Can I?
So easy.
Let's build a raft.
There's
Can I
looking,
see how deep it is?
Yep, so you take your axe, and you kind of dip it in. It's shallow to begin with, and it gets deeper and deeper, and it gets to the point where you are about 10 feet in, and as you put your arm through, it keeps going, and your axe disappears under the water. You're still holding on to it, but it just completely vanishes.
Can I just
yeah,
go forward?
So it's just
Take
really...
my axe back, thank you very much. I'm not letting that thing go.
All right.
Do we need like a boat or something?
Going through that, right?
Are we gonna need a boat or something at this point?
I
As
can
I said,
figure out
that's-
how deep it is, you guys.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
she's a sea elf. She can
Can
swim.
somebody give me some rope, and I'll let you know?
It does look kind of dark. Yeah, you might need a
Try
rope
not
to
to
get
throw
it,
Evie into the water.
Yeah, actually, I've got some rope on me. So,
Alright.
yeah, I pick up Evie.
Mm-hmm.
I tie the rope to one of her ankles and then just throw her into the swamp.
Right. Okay.
Whee!
So, you throw yourself in. You get thrown into the swamp, Evelyn. It is very dark. Very dark. Make a perception check.
It's very dark though, so with disadvantage.
No, because dark vision.
Oh yeah, true.
10. Okay.
I think I found a rock.
Trofnar, make a perception check. Okay. So eventually you swim down. It's about 30 or so feet at the very bottom part. As you are just looking about, you hear the sound of something moving in the under the water.
Okay.
Make another perception check. Okay, let's see. No, not with that. Not with that roll. So, as you begin swimming up, everyone that is like looking out on the lake, you begin to see ripples in the water, and you watch as they make speed towards the ripples that are caused by where Evelyn is. Converge.
Wait, what is it again? Or you can't see it?
You guys can't see it.
No.
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Sure.
Can I shoot at whatever the ripples are?
Make an attack with disadvantage. Because you're shooting into
Yeah.
the water.
There it goes. Save disadvantage or just make a perception check?
Well, then.
Squinting hard, Floriana, you see 8 crocodiles just beelining towards... Beelining... Crocs. They are crocs. Just
Froggy bite.
beelining towards... just towards Evelyn.
I mean, they're not stingray. She'll be fine.
There's a bunch of crocodiles coming. At least maybe try
Froggy bite.
tugging on Evelyn to make sure she at least knows to get out.
Well, frogs really hate when you shove their thumb.
Yeah,
their thumb
hearing
out.
that there's suddenly loaded crocodiles, I pull back on the rope as fucking hard as I
Okay,
can.
make a make it roll initiative, because we're gonna see if you can beat one of the crocs. Yep, no, he rolled a 2.
Yay!
So, all right, so go ahead and so you make a strength check to see how much you can pull her. 7.
Wow.
Okay, so you're able to pull her about 5 or 10 feet. So,
Okay.
Evelyn, what are you doing? At this point, the crocs are just about on you, so you've got time for one action before they are on you.
Can I do something?
What is it you're gonna do?
Would I be able to use Thunderous Smite and hit the water so that it it basically electrocutes the water?
I'm still in the water?
It's like,
Thunderous Smite, while it
Good
deals
idea.
lightning damage, it's you can certainly try.
I think it actually does, actually.
Okay.
But we'll see what it
Then
does.
I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite on my hammer,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna try and hit the water.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is see, this is see if you can. This is to see if you can change the magic to kind of rather than on impact with, a human, just in general. 14. Okay, so how much damage is that?
I have to roll 2d6s.
Okay. If that's what say, do they have to make a save?
Do 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 do. They have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. If that's the case, Evelyn, make a strength saving throw with disadvantage.
Should I roll my 2d6s?
Yep, roll your
You're gonna
2d6s.
kill me.
Yeah, you sadly don't have my ability, which allows me to just at least make everyone automatically save for who I pick. Automatically
Fails.
succeed on save.
If they fail the save, then they are knocked 10 feet and knocked prone.
Okay.
How can you be prone in water?
You
That's
can't be
what I
prone in
was
water,
thinking.
no.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
basically,
When have you seen a crocodile standing straight up?
so Trofnar, Evelyn, you take 9 points of thunder damage,
Oh, thank you.
and you are knocked 10 feet away, alongside all the other crocs. Trofnar, I need you to make a strength saving throw
Oh, do you now? Okay.
because you're holding onto the rope. This is to see if you don't get pulled in either.
Come on, burly dwarf arms.
11. No, because you were up against the Thunderous Smite. So you just go. It's like basically when a big dog just just dashes off and you're still holding onto the leash. So you get thrown in the water. Unfortunately, that has kept. Unfortunately, that has kept them all near Evelyn. So
Since I haven't done anything yet, can I at least use my secret flame on one of them?
yes.
In water?
I'll do
Yeah,
whatever
that's
you
1
do
point.
at this point.
Okay. And
Jesus burns stronger than water, okay?
I am just going
Yeah.
to play this just because it seems stupidly fitting and it's going to make me laugh.
Is it the Price's Whitehorn?
I got some.
I don't know if that played for you guys or not.
I
No.
don't think it did. No,
Oh,
no.
no,
I'm not
okay.
hearing anything.
I'm just going to play this just the last because it's kind of fitting. As all 8 other crocs are going to make an attack onto...
I don't get it. What's this from?
It's Gangplank Galleon, King K Rules theme from Smash
Oh,
Bros.
nice.
I think I hear it.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear it now, Mr. Crab?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear it.
You don't know, but I'm jamming out right now to this.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't find the proper one, like the one with the intro. It's only got that one for some reason. I'm not sure why. Anyway, in fact, I'm going to roll a d20 to see
Oh, pupper.
which one... Okay.
Lucha Pupper.
So that one, let's see.
How-
Strofnar.
Which one gets a tasty tiny snack first?
Well,
How
I'm
is Lord
just...
Jasperton?
Okay, 2 of them
Hello?
actually spot Trofnar fall into the water, so those 2 are going to go for him. So, that means that there are 6 that are going to attack Evelyn,
Fuck.
and 2 that are going to attack Trofnar.
I hope you can
Sorry.
start fast.
Evie, I'm scared.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Wrestle him, Trofnar.
I'm at 25 out of 26 health points. We're fine. We're fine.
So thankfully,
I've got 44. We should be fine.
thankfully, it's not with advantage or anything. I don't think, because you are aware.
BRB.
Yeah, that's just melee attacks that you deal. So, we'll go with because there's less of them. We'll go with the 2 that are going for Trofnar. So, first one, that's a 6. That doesn't hit.
But yeah, it doesn't.
Second one is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled.
okay.
Well, you
Oh,
are
I know,
restrained.
okay.
Yeah, as it clamps down on you and just starts shaking you heavily. So,
When do I start drowning?
what's your Constitution modifier?
Constitution, I've got +4 Constitution.
+4 Constitution, so you can hold your breath for 4 minutes.
Oh, cool.
But if you do any vocal stuff, you lose air.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. So I'm not going to shout.
Yeah. So
I forgot all my Thunes years ago.
Okay, and so now it's a 6-hour attacking Evelyn. So that is a 15.
No.
That's a natural 20 on the second hit. Or for the second
Yes.
I love how the first one was just like denied.
one. That is a 17 for the third one.
No, just misses.
That last one misses. So the one that bits you, you take 18 points of piercing damage,
Oh no!
and you are grappled.
Yeah.
You said 18?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'm screwed.
Okay, let me take a minute and actually think.
You're
So,
scared.
How many?
I'm at 7.
How many
Okay,
crocs do we got again?
there are 8 in total.
There are many.
I was starting to
So
think
Oi.
it's like this is starting to go a lot worse. It's like no, I'm trying to think about what I could.
I mean, this is the
couldn't
nicest
think of
possible
any.
way that you dickheads could try to help.
So everyone else, you watch as, like, after the thunderous smite goes through and Trofnar falls in, you just see a thrashing of water. You see a few of the crocs, like you see their tails come up. You see blood show up in the water.
Oh my god.
All right.
Can we see the crocodiles that Trofnar is fighting?
You can see like one of them, like it's hard to tell, but you can see like the back part of it as it seems to be holding Trofnar in. Gregory is going to run towards the rope and he's going to try and basically pull Evelyn back in.
Oh, thanks, Gregory.
Well, you're not wrapped in on the thing.
So it's like
Aiden,
what did I
he's
miss?
only
I'm sorry,
he's actually he has to go into a strength contest with the croc, and he loses against the croc, so he's just like trying to pull the croc in, but he's not budging.
Wait,
So,
Peach, what was that?
Can
now?
I-
how effective
Yeah,
was
I want to
actually
go
shooting?
help Gregory too.
So, okay, how effective was shooting lightning into the swamp again? I was a little distracted.
So they had to make the saving throw with disadvantage.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, I
but
don't know
it
if
does
it's
mean I can
crocs or
basically.
not. I know that it hit Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means that I could
No.
technically shoot lightning into the swamp.
Please don't.
I was trying to think.
Do it.
No.
Yeah.
I am at
Yeah.
7. Please don't.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing, guys?
Back to help Gregory.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we'll
you're
go
all
help
gonna-
Gregory too.
You're all gonna try and push. Okay, if that's the case, so are you assisting Gregory or are you doing your own pulls?
I'll do my own.
Okay.
I'll assist Gregory.
Okay. Is anyone else helping out on the pulling?
Wow.
Well, one second. Let's just see. Is anyone else helping with the pulling?
I'm not strong enough to help. The thing is, I could actually have you guys automatically save, but even at half damage, you might pass out from it. That's the
So
problem.
you pull on the rope, Nemesis, but it's been in the water, so it's slippy, and your hands just slip off, and you kind of fall on your butts in about an inch or so of water. Gregory is going to make the strength check with advantage.
I'm helping.
So that is a 20, not a natural 20 on his strength, so he's going toe-to-toe with the croc. Natural 1 with the croc. So you just tug, you all just pull as hard as you can. Evelyn, you feel even in the croc's mouth, just like something pulling you to the side. You're still in the croc's mouth, but you can, you feel like you've moved a bit. Trofnar and Evelyn, are you guys doing anything?
Okay, so I want to cast Aid.
Alright.
If I maneuver things around here.
We're not rolling initiative on this because it's more of a skill thing, but
So how does aid work?
So
I'll
I
go
wanted
through
to do that for Trofnar and I.
make a perception check just to see if you spot Trofnar, because it's murky water. And, you kind of got 4 crocs spying at you.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I worried?
I would say, yeah, you see him.
Wait,
So that is
Wait,
an
wait,
extra
he-
5 HP.
Yeah, I think.
why'd you drop speedos on Delson?
Trying to.
They were shorts.
Delson isn't so desperate that he's gonna be wearing a banana hat though.
I love the descriptor is twink. Right.
Okay, so that's your action. Trofna, are you doing anything?
Where's my axe?
You are holding on to it.
Thank fuck. Am I able to at least try to swing my axe towards the crocodile?
Yes, but you would have disadvantage. Because you are restrained,
Okay, actually,
and you are underwater.
Can I fight to get out of my restraint?
Make
I,
a strength check.
Punch it on the nose.
Make a strength check.
Just punch it in the nose.
19, yeah. You're able to just like jam the shaft of your axe into its lower jaw and pry it open and swim outwards. The rest of you watch as about 10 feet away, Trofron just kind of like breaches the surface. So it is now the Croc's turns again, though.
As I breach the surface, can I boot? Help me, you fucks!
Alright, so
I
it is...
think I will actually cast another Dragon's Breath for lightning.
Okay.
Oh,
And I will, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna.
We're in this water.
I'm just gonna
too.
wait until Evelyn gets pulled out for now, and I'm just gonna have it ready.
You dick! I'm still in here.
Alright, keep in mind
Yeah,
that...
then come over here quickly.
Keep in mind
What
that,
did you?
that Evelyn is 10 feet away from Trofnar, and Trofnar is 10 feet away from you guys. So Evelyn is 20 feet away. And it's currently restrained, so she can't move outside of what Gregory's doing. So, it is now time for the Crocs. Those two Crocs that were attacking you, Trofnar, are going to go for you again.
Okay.
That is a 18 to hit for the first one,
Boy, howdy does he hit.
and 10 for the second.
I got the first
no, it
one.
doesn't hit.
Okay, the thing is, Truffle, the Dragon's Breath actually is like a buff. It's like basically a buff spell, so it's like good.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
shooting it now, right?
And yes, you can
And
use
Trofnar,
some
don't forget
words.
your extra hit points from
Oh,
the
no.
aid.
Oh, how many was it?
think
5 to your current hit points, and then 5 to your maximum for 8 hours.
Awesome. You are very kind.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's a 5. Oh, it has a 5 point.
And I
total.
cut
That's nice.
the Rockaroo that hit Trothnar's damage.
Yep, so he takes 5 points of piercing damage and is grappled, but let's see what the cutting words does. 2. Okay, so that's 3 points of piercing damage instead of 5, but you are still grappled or restrained as the status is for this one.
Okay.
As I said, as you guys just watch as these two Crocs just like both jump up and essentially land on Trofnar. You see him like get bitten down by one of them, and he's under the water again.
Squish!
Crikey!
Now it's time for the ones that are attacking Evelyn. Evelyn is restrained, so all attacks have advantage on her. So that is a 20 for the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 20 for the second.
Mm.
That is a 21 for the third.
Oh no.
And the last one misses. 2 freeze. So,
Yay.
Yeah, that.
the first one, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Second one, you take... That's a bad roll as well. 4 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the final one, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay, yeah, you don't sound alive now.
Yeah, I'm at like -4 right now.
Makes it... Evelyn falls unconscious.
In the water.
Luckily, she can breathe, right?
She can breathe
I
underwater,
can breathe in the water.
He
thankfully.
got gills.
Alright. So, Gregory is going to try and gain a strength contest again with the Croc. Is anyone assisting him with this?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so with advantage. That is... So with that, that's 19 versus the Croc's 8, yeah. So Evelyn gets pulled another 10 feet. Trofnar, you can see now these Crocs are now converging on you guys because Evelyn is there, but you can see she's not moving.
Can Trofnar, like, help push Evelyn while he runs?
Well, he's
Or-
currently restrained.
Oh, he is too?
Yeah.
Oh, darn
Yeah,
it.
because the Crocs
Yeah.
are... Okay, what's everyone else doing?
Can I not try to
Can I
kick out
shoot at the Croc that's restraining Trothnar?
Go ahead and make an attack.
Oh, can he see which cock is restraining me though?
Yeah, can I see the Croc that's restraining
Make a
him?
perception check.
Yeah, I want to do the same too, because I want to see. I might start casting
Have I
magic
just fucked
missiles.
myself?
You might have fucked yourself. We'll see.
Wait, what? For which thing? What did he do that he...
Just to see if you can find which one 6 is.
Yes, I have.
You have no idea which Croc it is.
Yes.
I just want to shoot
I
at
am
one of
so
the
talented.
randomly then and hope for the best.
I don't like the fact that we rolled 3 6s on this.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, shit.
Oh god,
Okay.
yeah, just figuring out
God, it's
whatever
him.
Croc looks the meatiest.
Okay, you know what? Roll a... Okay, so, yeah, that'll hit, but go ahead and roll a d8 for me, just to see which one you hit.
Okay.
If it's a 2, you hit the one that's got Trofnar. If it's a 4, you hit the one that's got Evelyn. 6, you've just hit one of the random crocs, so go ahead and roll damage.
Dig.
I think I'll try and throw Ice Knife. Can I guess I'll...
If you throw it, the explosion is going to hit everything.
Yeah, but I think at the very least, I don't think I can hit Evelyn with it, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just aim
That's
it so
what
I
I meant.
can't... I'll just aim it so I definitely can't hit her no matter what.
Okay, you will... So you won't be able to get, like, the direct hit on it,
Yeah.
but you will be able to hit, I would say, the
I will
5th
use-
and 6th croc.
Okay. It might... I
So they
believe,
gotta
I'm
make a
still
dex
prob-
save.
I'm still hitting Trofnar, right?
If you're trying to aim for them, for the other crocs, then no.
Because I thought I was gonna... So I can't... So can I not aim for the one trying to restrain him, but at the same time not hit Evelyn at the same time?
So, you can go for the 2 that are attacking Trofnar, yeah.
But I can't...
You
but
can't
I'd still hit
direct hit
Evelyn?
them. No, if you deliberately miss, essentially you'd be hitting it behind the 2 crocs and it'd be exploding behind them. It's your call.
Okay, so...
Can
Yeah,
I? Well,
trying
doing
to-
it this,
I'm
try
trying
to
to-
pull
I'm
Evelyn
trying-
in more.
Yeah, I'm trying to aim it so that I hit the ones restraining Trofnar, but also, if I can, obviously miss hitting them.
Yeah, so you can do that, but you'd miss the direct hit because you're essentially hitting it behind the crocs and then having it explode.
How's Trofnar's HP at the moment?
You don't know?
You don't know.
Okay, fine, then I'll just do it like that.
Yeah,
I'll
but
do
can
it like
Embassy pull in?
that. I'll do it
So-
like that then.
I ain't about that metagaming thing, man.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
can-
Yeah,
Embassy-
although I was still kind of thinking of doing it. I'll think about it later, but, so do the dex saving throw then, for the... I guess
Both of them
one-
failed.
Okay, so it's, what was it, 2d6 hold, okay.
Yeah. Tom.
Yep.
You guys are...
Embassy was asking if she could pull in.
Yep,
Evie
strength check.
more.
It's just, I'm multitasking things here, but yeah, strength check. Okay, so it's going up against the croc with its strength. Roll the natural 19, you're not able to pull him in. Alright, so, is anyone else doing anything else?
Blub blub.
Well, Evelyn, make a death saving throw.
Pardon?
Evelyn needs to make a death saving throw. And Trofnar,
Uh-huh.
are you
Better
doing
not
anything?
be how she died.
That is one fail.
Ugh.
It definitely would be a very sad death, actually.
It would be a very Eevee death.
I mean, to be
It would be
fair,
very Eevee death.
Yes, it would be a very Eevee death, despite it not being that dumb an idea to actually do in the first place.
Yeah. Can I try to help pull in more?
Make a strength check. Oh wait, no, because you helped Gregory.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so Trofnar, what are you doing?
you
You are all that stands between Evelyn and death right now, minus Gratian.
Yeah.
I can tell. I don't have any healing spells or any healing abilities on deck.
Really?
I
You
don't
don't-
know.
Oh.
Unless you can jam a potion down her throat, which...
Oh,
is
hold on. I've got a healing potion.
I don't know if that would really... That's what I was gonna say.
The
unless
thing
you think
is,
you can
you're
jam
both
a-
You only
restrained.
got
You're green still?
Yeah, you're
What?
both restrained.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Really-
Can I thrash about in the water as much as possible so I attract all the croc's attentions?
You can, but again, keep in mind, Evelyn is currently restrained in the mouth of the croc. It's not exactly going to let go just because it sees someone else thrashing when it's got easy prey.
Okay. Can I try to get out of my restraint?
Make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
You break out.
Can I try to punch the croc that's got Evie in the face?
So you're gonna action surge and attack the croc, or
Yes.
all right, make an attack. You're underwater, so disadvantage.
Damn blast. Okay.
Nope.
You're annoying, Thomas.
This isn't.
This is not good.
It really isn't. I don't know what to do, people.
So how did the damage?
Gratian,
So,
what are you doing?
What's that?
I sort of zoned out. So,
Evie
Everyone's
is about
not-
to die.
Everyone in the water is dying.
Well, I'm not, but Evie is.
Yeah.
where's
To be
Evie?
fair, you guys are acting like I can't beat up 8 crocs at
Evelyn is unconscious in the water with one death saving throw in the mouth of a croc.
Huh.
How did death saving throws work if you start taking damage? Because the croc's also trying to eat her too. Well, right?
That's the exact thing.
I missed a
Yeah.
lot. Can I?
Just the usual Saturday night.
Well, yeah, just kind of usual. Everyone's almost dying.
I don't know. Can I try to shoot the croc?
I want you to roll a d8. If you roll a 6, then that will be Evelyn's croc.
Anyone else
Connor's,
really miss
like,
Harvey?
Feel really intense. He's about to fucking murder someone.
We all
Go ahead and roll
miss
the
Harvey.
attack.
Okay.
It's not the one that's got Evelyn, but it's to see if you hit this one. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright. So, it is now the croc's turn. I'm gonna go for the one that's got Evelyn in the mouth. Fuck!
What has happened?
Evelyn,
We just lost our healer, didn't we?
what
Well, we
is
have
the last thing that you do before you die?
Oh,
Mm.
fucking
Oh
Christ.
fuck.
Well, I'm unconscious. I can't really do anything, can I?
We'll say for the sake of it that you regain consciousness just before the last of your air leaves your breath. What is it that you think, say, or do?
Can I stab it with my one-handed spear?
Go ahead and make an attack roll, just a normal one. Hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You all watch as the crocodile begins to bite down onto Evelyn. You watch as the teeth sink deeper in. And in a last act of defiance, you watch as Evelyn raises her spear and stabs deep into the crocodile's head. It roars outwards, but as it does, its jaws clamp down fully onto Evelyn. And you watch as her hand lets go of the spear. Evelyn is dead.
You bastards!
I'm gonna do the attacks for the rest of them. They're on to Trofnar.
Why don't you at least get my items?
So that's a 16
Oh,
for
you're
one,
tied up.
7 for the other, that's a miss for the third, it's 21 for the fourth, 2 for the fifth.
Damn it, Trotnar's in the way. I can't do this.
So in
Do what?
total, from the ones that hit you, Trofnar, you take fucking... You take 17 points of piercing damage.
I think how much?
17.
1 second, I need to break a calculator for this one.
Are you unconscious as well?
No. Ooh, okay, I'm doing alright.
Alright, so... Gregory, seeing what happened to Evelyn, is going to let go of his great sword. And he is just going to slowly walk into the water and stab at the crocodile that is currently has Evelyn in his jaws. Both hits. That one was a natural 20. That'll do it. You watch as Gregory grabs the crocodile by its snout, lifts it up in a surprising display of strength, thrusts the sword into the underside of its throat, and spins it around, decapitating it. As he does, as the croc's jaw opens up and the lifeless body of Evelyn falls, he just drops his sword and picks up Evelyn. And with the last of his moon is going to walk away from the bank. What is everyone else doing it? There is currently 5 crocs still alive.
I am just in a blind rage going to pull out my bow and shoot at any of these stupid fucking lizards.
I'll roll the
I'm, like,
d6 for you. Go ahead and roll the attack.
I can't even cry. I have to go to a Christmas party after this.
How's Trofnar looking?
I
He looks
get
pretty.
in the water and try to pull Trofnar out.
How's Trofnar looking?
Make a strength check against his.
Can I help Nemesis with that?
You know what? You know what, Delson? I'm letting you have that fucking advantage.
God.
Never I'm letting you have advantage as well because of this. So that'll hit Delson. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you beat the strength check on that one. You're able to pull Trofnar. You still got a croc latched onto him, but you're both out the water.
Okay.
7 point. Yeah. The you watch one of the other crocs that was attacking Trofnar like kind of lunge forward, and you guys watch as a arrow just sticks deep into its neck. It falls over and goes still.
I will finally breathe.
Can I shout out angrily at the crocs?
I will finally do that lightning breath into the water then.
Okay, so I need to roll them with disadvantage. Go ahead and roll the damage.
I think it was a release, I think. Double check.
But Gregory's in there.
No, he walked
I
out.
thought Yeah, you walked out. I think that was what it was.
They all
I
failed.
mean, he's undead. If he dies once, we just have to wait we might have to wait a day to do the adventure.
With a single just breath, you electrify the entire top part of the lake. All crocs except for the one that got pulled out along with Trofnar just become fried by the electricity. What are the rest of you guys doing? There's just one croc left.
Can
I
I?
am going to fire at the croc.
Alright.
Can I try to snap its jaws by like pulling its mouth apart?
I'm gonna go to Gregory and Evie.
Okay.
I'm
Those
just-
that, because it's obvious that the croc is not going to survive this, how do you all want to do this?
I want to shoot out both of its eyes. And then go up to it and just join in everyone in just a murder party.
Damn. I have
Fabulous
no
murder
idea.
party people.
Anyone else want to take part in killing this croc?
Yeah. I thought
Yeah,
I
go
could,
on.
like, snap the jaws and then I could stomp down on the upper ends, just split it in half.
Alright. So, Delson fires 2 arrows in quick succession into the croc. It roars as it opens its mouth as it roars in pain. Trofnar, with this, you jam the top of your axe into the roof of its mouth, slam the shaft into the bottom part, then just grab the top part and pull backwards until you hear a snap as the lower jaw just gives out. What did you say you wanted to do to Ingration?
Like, I wanted to help him snap it by, like, stomping down as hard as I could on the like underside of its mouth.
So we'll say for the sake of it, as it snaps, you kind of like kick into the roof of the top of its mouth and snap the top part as well with combined strength of your kick and Trofnar.
Can I go over to its dead corpse and just take out the dagger and start repeatedly stabbing it?
Sure. As you stab it long after it is dead.
Fucking stupid giant lizard! Ah!
Gregory just finds a small patch of ground
Mom, that was acting.
gently places down Evelyn's lifeless body.
Hey, I'm going to go quickly over to her and like kneel over and cast my lay on hands and try to like heal her.
The magic goes into Evelyn, but no effect. The wounds do not close.
No, I can help her. Just trying to like try and heal her.
Is Belim a magic person? Can she heal people?
Me? No, I can't heal.
I'm just going to come
The other
over.
version of her could heal, yeah, but not this one.
I'm just going to walk over with my hat covering my eyes and just blood dripping off the dagger, being like, "There's a limit. Like, we passed it. Oh God! God damn it! God fucking damn it!" You fucking God. Can I just drop to 2 knees and just completely lose it?
Sure.
God damn it. You moron. I told you to try and stay behind me. You said to not try and risk yourself. Yet each time you did this. Why? Why? Hey, Evie. Why?
I don't know what to do. What do we do?
Okay.
At this point, you hear footsteps behind you, and you can see Gregory having retrieved his sword. Delson, you see him holding on to this spear that Evelyn used in her last breath. Just holds it out to you.
I choose to take the spear. I put it on my back.
Looks out towards the swamp before turning back and says, "It'll be night soon. Let us find a place to lay her to rest. Not here."
So, I also want to take her symbol too, and return it. Return it to
We
her
need to
church.
build her a pyre, but I don't think there's going to be enough dry wood around here.
What? Oh.
There isn't.
Right.
Well, at least.
There'll be more than enough wood here, Gregory says, and you just see you just see him walk off to one of the dead trees. Just pulls out his greatsword and just starts almost robotically just hitting into the dead tree with his sword.
Can I look at the ground and try to start just motionlessly digging a hole?
Is her bird here?
She had dropped her pack before she went into the water, and inside there is still a pigeon.
I look.
I'm gonna try not to actually cry. I'm gonna take the bird.
Aw.
But it doesn't seem to mind to you picking it up. But you notice that its feathers used to have a odd sheen to it due to Argon's influence. The sheen is now gone, and there is... You see its feathers now have gone a slight greyish-white colour, a similar colour to Evelyn's hair.
For anyone that looks in her pack, her items are listed in the general area.
You should at least bury her with a few belongings and take the rest. I mean, let me ask, how do sea elves do their burials?
Make a religion check.
She has a prayer book. I bet that has something in it.
Yeah, make a religion check for advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, 1 second.
I think the bad thing is I don't know if I'm proficient in spears.
The way that sea elves are laid to rest depends on if they were more at home in the sea or the land. They are normally buried the same way as anyone else is in the land, but if they were more in tune with the sea, they are simply left adrift in the ocean.
Wait, I noticed that I can light some of Evelyn's incense then in what she because she has enough stuff to do that. So I guess I'll grab that stuff and light some of that up while we're doing this. So a censer and some incense.
We can't put her in the water, but I'll at least read some of these prayers for her.
Okay.
I'll make a eulogy for her as I dig.
Alright, where are you burying Evelyn?
I don't know. Could just go back to over where the horses were, out of the swamp.
Alright. You dug the grave, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read some of the funeral prayers from her prayer book for her.
Yes. Can I bury her in like the fine clothes she had?
You dress her into the robes that she had treasured and place her in the grave gently.
Can I do a quick perception check for any sort of beast or anything bad that would interrupt all this?
outward, you can see that Gregory is simply patrolling the area. It appears that he is playing guard duty while you do what you need to do.
Wait, would I know Edie's god due to traveling with her prior to the campaign?
Would you know
Yeah,
her
I don't
what?
know it.
Would I
What
know her
god?
god?
I don't know which it is.
You would.
But I assume it's.
You know it is, and you know by the symbol that is the god Argon.
Which one's Arkin? I don't know your
I
deity
just
that well.
because my fingers slightly separate for say the Swifter may now be dark and peace.
Alright. So you give her her last rites as you bury your friend. What do you use to mark where her grave is?
We could use that spore.
Nelson, what do you think?
But I just grip the spear tightly though.
It's fine, we can keep it here if you grab her.
I truth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she does have 2 spears. Which spear should we actually can use one of them and
You've got a fancier looking spear and just a normal spear.
I assume she used the normal spear to stab the croc. So we'll use the fancy one and we'll
Okay.
can I tie one of her blankets to it as a sort of makeshift flag?
Sure.
We'll stab that spear then. Put the blanket into the ground by her grave.
Alright. After all this, Gregory comes back to the rest of you and simply just looks down at Evelyn's grave. Looks up to the rest of you and simply says, "What you do now is your choice. But it's because of whoever it is that your friend is no longer here."
I'm just going to say we all knew the risks when we became it would be a great sin to not see this through to the end and disrespect what she gave.
Let us return to the horses and recuperate. For tomorrow, I intend to be dead with whatever this thing is with me. And I expect all of you to still be standing and still live for her.
Well,
he kneels down at Evelyn's grave and mutters a few quiet words in prayer before he and the rest of you head back to the horses to rest up for the next day. And that's where we're going to end it for this session.
Hmm.
I am trying not to cry right now.
I think we all are.
I'm
We
crying.
are.
That was
That
a-
bad.
that was an ending.
I am so
know.
sorry, Anna. I am so sorry.
It's
We-
okay. I
we
feel
don't
really
control-
bad that I was joking last night about having to pick with my D4 to find my next use. Boy.
None of us expected this.
Again, it was like the fucking walls all over again. Your perception just.
We save the horse, but then we lose Evie.
Yeah, we cared more about the horse at that point.
Damn you, grim dark universe!